Welcome to it. This is the conversation on OKFM 99.5. You may not have much to go on, but you have something. Get started and work with what you have. The more you work with what you have, the more you will have to work with it. As you persist in doing what you can, you expand the options for what you are able to accomplish, fellow Liberians. The only way you will ever get started is to start from anywhere or wherever you are. Once you do that, you immediately begin to put yourself in more favorable positions, one you can build upon. A tiny bit of experience is a whole lot more useful than no experience. Whether it's fast and spectacular or slow and tedious, positive momentum will move you forward. The best time to start may have been years ago. Who knows? The second best time to start is now. If you missed out on the chances years ago and did not do, now is the best time to start. And that's something you can do now. Whether you have a lot or a little, do all you can with it and discover how quickly your efforts will make a difference. This is the OK Conversation. Let's keep thriving together. One day, when we least expect it, everything may fall into place. Who knows? Just one fine day. The promise is to be a good show, and today we'll reach out to Nigeria to talk to Julius J. He's there covering the ECOWAS Parliament. Julius will give us insights unfolding in that part of West Africa. President Joseph Boaga is about this time departing the country for almost state in Nigeria, where he will join other African leaders, that's West African leaders, to do some ECOWAS business, for which our president safe travel. So welcome to it. Don't you go anywhere. Let's go across the African continent to know exactly what's happening in other countries. Kenya's parliament has accused the British soldiers of decades of sexual abuse, killing, human rights violation, and environmental destruction while training in the country. The report details harrowing testimony from communities in Laikipia and Samburu counties near the military training bases. The British soldiers are accused of evading accountability by refusing to cooperate with the preliminary investigation. The United Kingdom High Commission in Kenya said it regretted that its submission was not reflected in the report's conclusion and affirmed its readiness to investigate the allegations. It says under their jurisdiction once evidence is provided. Military takeovers are nothing new in Guinea-Bissau. The West African country has experienced at least 9 attempted and successful coups since Guinea independence from Portugal in 1974, while the nation. Our military officers announced they had seized control of the country last Wednesday. Some analysts and political figures were skeptical. All the typical ingredients for a coup were there. Gunfire was heard near the presidential palace. The president, Umaru Sissoco Mbalo, was arrested and soldiers gave an address on state television. Still, other circumstances have been called into question. Whether Senegalese Prime Minister Ousmane Sango and former Nigerian President Goodluck Jonathan joining a chorus of voices who believe the takeover was masterminded by Mbalo himself. And to complicate matters further, the military insisted to the BBC that it had taken over the country but condemned the use of the war coup. Oh, that's Africa for us. U.S. President Donald Trump has said he does not want Somali immigrants in the U.S., telling reporters they should go back to where they come from and their country is no good for a reason. Oh, hey, Trump. I read that again. U.S. President Donald Trump has said he does not want Somali immigrants in the U.S., telling reporters they should what? Go back to where they come from and their country is no good for a reason. Listen to what the president said. I don't want them in our country. I will be honest with you. He said during a cabinet meeting on Tuesday, Trump said the U.S. will go to the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country. His disparaging comments come as immigration authorities were reported to be planning an enforcement operation in Minnesota's large Somali community. In response, the Prime Minister of Somalia said they would not give Trump's comment importance and suggested they should be ignored. Those of you celebrating birthday, happy birthday to you. Those of you who are celebrating that special occasion, we'd like to say congratulations. Welcome again. If you just come your way, this is the conversation. Shortly, we will take a break. When we'll come back, we'll bring you the fast check report and then our discussion segment will begin. 5 p.m., group of Unity Party people will be here. They've paid to appear and gave some publicity about their upcoming Saturday program. Saturday should be the 6th, right? Yes, their Saturday's program. So, 4 to 5, we'll have one of the deputy ministers from transport joining us on the show. That's a shape and size of the program. And today, we'll take a break and be right back.
But you know, you about the solar farm and the new government school.
Wow, you didn't about the right to well.
Yeah, man, everything check getting stable. And developmental, I swear that.
In my hot place, and they got things alright. But we had to buy it. But now not the rate, I'm 170 it. Cause I step in the story. Quick Google changes. Who can perform the puppy? See us shining all over. You can see the soda fuck. But I wonder, the place used to be dark. And I'm small. When everyone got. See your dance, you already had to. Yo, you're gonna talk. I was sick. your dance, you really hot, yo.
Are you looking for the sweetest, purest, and most natural honey in Liberia? Then look no further than Gabriel C. Gwen Natural Honey, produced right in the heart of Neighbor County. No chemicals, no additives, just real natural honey straight from the hive to your table. It's the taste of nature. Once you try it, you will never go back. Want to start your own honey farm and see result in less than 6 months? Then contact Gabriel C. Gwen today. Call 0776 596 623 or 0886 596 623. Gabriel C. Gwen Natural Honey can be found on Link Street in Omesha, right opposite the Ministry of Public Works. Gabriel C. Gwen Natural Honey. Taste it and be the judge.
We are brave. We are passionate.
Hey, Tanu, I need cash and there is no ATM around here.
Really? Did you try the EcoBank POS?
POS? I said I need cash. What is it about POS?
Judy, you can get your cash through the POS. All you need to do is to visit any EcoBank Express Point or petrol trade gas station and request to use the POS. Guess what? It can also take other bank cards.
Oh, widow, you mean cards from banks overseas too?
Yes, it should just be your Visa card.
Wow, great. So when there is no ATM around me, I'll just use the POS to get my money fast. EcoBank has made it too easy, man. EcoBank and innovation that real 5 and 6 so.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Liberia, get ready. The Ministry of Transport is stepping into a new era of progress. On Friday, December 5, the Ministry of Transport will officially launch its 5-year strategic plan at the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex in Congo Town.
The launch will be graced by the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, Honorable Jeremiah Barakun, and will highlight the transformation of land, water, rail, and air transport across our nation.
This bold strategy outlines policies and developments that will drive Liberia's transport sector forward, safe, modern, and accessible for all.
Join government officials, members of the diplomatic corps, and partners from across Liberia as together we shape the future of transportation.
The Ministry of Transport, moving Liberia forward.
Good day and welcome to the Fact Check segment where we debunk disinformation and provide the verified facts of statements made online and on the radio. I am Wrepue and today we'll be fact-checking claims made in the last couple of days. Since the Ministry of Health and its global partners launched Liberia's HPV vaccination campaign, the effort has been met with a viral social media claim from a Liberian man in the United States, only known as Pastor Gosson, who claims there is no HPV vaccine and that the government intends to use it to reduce population growth. HPV is a sexually transmitted virus responsible for more than 90% of cervical cancer causes worldwide, with the WHO and CDC confirming that types 16 and 18 cause the most invisible cancers. To verify the claim by Pastor Gosson that there is no HPV vaccine and that the government intends to reduce population growth, we spoke with the public health expert Joyce L. Kilopo. Madam Kilopo told our fact-check index that the HPV vaccine is very safe, highly effective, and has been used in Liberia since 2019 following extensive trials and regulatory review. She encouraged mothers to vaccinate girls aged 9 to 18, noting that Liberia's campaign follows WHO's global strategy to eliminate cervical cancer by 2030. We also searched the internet and found that global health bodies, including the WHO and GAVA, report that the vaccine is up to 97% effective against the deadliest HPV strains and has been safely administered to more than 270 million people worldwide. Based on the verified evidence, we conclude that the claim that the HPV vaccine is unsafe or intended to reduce fertility is misleading, and the campaign remains a critical step in protecting the lives of Liberian women. On December 2, Martin Colley claimed in a Facebook post that ArcelorMittal generated US $1.21 billion over 3 years from exporting iron ore covering the period 2019-2020 to 2021-2022. Colley cited the Liberia Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative, LETIT, as the source of this figure. He argued that despite the substantial revenue, Liberia, the owner of the ore, received only a small fraction of what was generated. To verify this claim, we reviewed the relevant LETIT reports covering fiscal year 2019-2020, that's the 13th report, fiscal year 2020-2021, that's the 14th report, and fiscal year 2021-2022, that's the 15th report. In the 13th report, ArcelorMittal earned US $271,296,906 from iron ore exports. In the 14th report, the company generated US $465,340,604. In the 15th report, ArcelorMittal earned US $477,200,000 from iron ore exports. Sum these amounts gives a total of roughly US $1.213 billion, which aligns with the figures cited by Colley. Based on the review of the LETIT reports covering the period of the 3 years, we conclude that Martin Colley's claim that ArcelorMittal generated US $1.21 billion from iron ore exports over 3 years is correct. This is all we have time for on the Fact Check segment. This segment is part of an MOU between Local Voices Liberia, OKFM, Prime FM, and Kel Radio to counter disinformation to help the public make informed decisions. This MOU is funded by the Liberia Media Empowerment Project implemented by Internews with funding from the European Union. The funder partner had no say in the editorial decision leading to the production of this Fact Check segment. We will be back with more Fact Check reports to help you know all the real facts. If you want us to fact check a particular claim for you, please send us a text to WhatsApp on 0777 556296 and we will check for you. Also, follow us on Facebook at Local Voices Liberia, on Twitter at LVL Facheck, and go to our website at www.localvoicesliberia.com. I am Siawe Meapo. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.
Great. Thank you. Welcome back as I follow LNTV Liberia Live. I see a jet here on its preparatory stage to pick up, and this is believed to be the president of Liberia, who is going to be jetting off the coast of our country from the Rabas International Airport into West African nation of Nigeria, where the ECOWAS summit is ongoing. Our president is going to be a part, and the jet is speeding up bit by bit. Yeah, so he's going, and we are told he's going to be back very shortly, and from a very, 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 very long distance. It reminded me about when you dad is speaking up. So he has picked up, and Mr. Boakai, his entourage, are now into the air. They've left the ground so far. So we're wishing safe travels and a safe return. Let's go over to the same Nigeria to see if we can get Julius J. Julius is the lead presenter of the show. Julius is off. He's in Nigeria, providing some coverage of the ECOWAS Parliament extraordinary sitting in that West African country. He should be in Abuja. So as soon as we get Julius on the line, we're putting on for some updates for at least 5 to 10 minutes. Right after those updates, all right, Julius are responding. It seems they are into some session, or he's busy with some interviews or so. Okay, I understand. He's requesting I will talk after 4. Okay. All right, so that's good. And yesterday, President Boakai convened a cabinet meeting in Totmebra, Bomi County. So the president made a series of remarks at a cabinet meeting, and I would say it very bold enough on what his government intend to achieve. So, right after the cabinet meeting in Tottenham, Bomi County, the president has left and he's traveling to Nigeria. So, in at the cabinet meeting, the president talked about job creation for our young people, and how his regime is now going to be focusing on providing jobs through the private sector to see how best many of the young people who are unemployed can get some job to do. That is a promise. But before that, you know, the ANC, the CDC, a lot of political figures, including the group calling itself Stand of Moba Molu, have had a critique of the budget, and as it has always been, and which is very healthy for democracy, the opposition will always find some, or will always critique governance style, budgets, instruments, decisions, and policies in what is best to their knowledge. So the CDC did so. They criticized the budget heavily. The ANC took to the podium as well. They did criticize the budget sufficiently. Musa Hassan Bilitis, Citizen Movement for Change, has done the same on today. And I hope I have the time to read this out. Mr. Bility, CMC says it is a statement for immediate release. The Citizens Movement for Change viewed the December 2025 cabinet communique from, all right, they did with the budget, and this is a response to the cabinet meeting of the president. That should be 7 for the 8th census year, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, and the CMC is saying some of the promises made are failed promises and are not achievable and would not be achieved. And then they premise their argument on previous decisions, according to them, the government has made, and how the crafting of the whooping 1.2 billion plus US dollars budget for fiscal years 2026, that's fiscal year 2026, looks, and they feel in their word or in their mind that the budget has in itself a lot more for recurrent expenditures and little for other infrastructure development, human capacity building, and the well-being and welfare of Liberians and the country. So they've criticized, and they say all of what they want to say. And as I was listening to the president on yesterday or last night, because I didn't have the opportunity at around this time, they were still into that current meeting, and I followed some of what the president addressed. Crucial among them, the president talked about employment for young people. The president talked about a lot of things. He also talked about corruption, how his regime is thriving, and he also talked about delay in prosecuting some of the people who stand accused of doing some wrongful things. And I was listening and asking myself, how come is the president saying this when the LSCC is there, our anti-graft institutions are there, the justice ministry is there, and owing to the fact that the government says they want to fight corruption, we must be able to fast track. The fact that Trokon stand accused of student opinion from OKFM does not make me guilty or a thief until, if OKFM complains, that is proven before a court of competent jurisdiction. I'll say that again. If OKFM accused me of student opinion or a microphone or an equipment from their office here, I am not guilty until a court of competence jurisdiction can preside and hear the matter and say, yes, Trokon is guilty. So I was asking myself that, Mr. President, you need to go beyond either just blasting our officials or in the cabinet meeting, taking on them, sending out messages that you think they should take in and work, and we have to be more practical. There are several people we can name. You want to talk about a woman from Nokar, you want to talk about the National Fishery and Aquaculture Authority, and several other institutions, Mr. President, that you've taken action. And months, that LSCC is still silent. The Ministry of Justice is still silent. And the fate of these people hang in the balance. So the only reason it's good to fast track an investigation, especially for people who stand accused, is that, all right, I'm accused of stealing, right? or I'm accused of misappropriating certain budgetary allocation. So the only reason it's good that I am fast-tracked and arraigned before a court of competent jurisdiction is for me to clear my name. If I am not guilty, the court and the government gives me a clearance. The court and the government will give me a clearance, and I will use that clearance to attach to any document on tomorrow if I need a new job. Because if you don't do so and you're still on that hanging allegation, that the weight of that hanging allegation, and you apply somewhere tomorrow, people may question you. You serve here, you are indicted, you've not been investigated. How can we trust you? That is why it is quite important, Mr. President, and the government, that when people stand accused of wrongdoing, we investigate them, bring them before the law, have their day in court. When they are guilty, they face the full weight of our law. If not, they become free people and move on with their life. On the issue of employment, I don't think it's just about talking. During the campaign, Mr. President, you promised your government, if elected, your government will provide jobs. Liberian people listened. You got elected. The first year, you talk about job creation. Into the second year, inching into the third, we are still talking about job creation. And we are looking forward to a masterpiece plan that says to us, this is the government's model or route they want to use to achieve employment opportunity for the young people through the private sector, because the government alone is unable to employ all the people that know book in this country or have skills. For instance, AME just graduated a lot of young Liberians. Stella Maris did the same. United Methodist University. All these schools around here. You want to talk about skills training schools? Yes, they've graduated people also. All of us cannot work in government. All of us cannot work in government. That is why it is important that the government has a roadmap that says quite clearly to the people of Liberia that over this period of time, we will be able to create this number of jobs and this will be done. And you show us quite clearly how you're going to do that. We need investments in the country. Yes, we're still waiting. The government has told us that there are negotiations ongoing to have investments in the country. Yes, we are still waiting. We are looking up to that. We are inching into the third year of the regime. We're still talking about job creation, which is not a bad thing. But now we should be reporting to the Liberian people that in the last 17, 18 months, 19 months running to 2021, 22, 24 months, that make it 12 years, we have been able to create XYZ number of jobs. Let there be a job tracker entity or a job tracker institution that tell us that, look, additional jobs were created at ArcelorMittal, additional jobs at Firestone, additional jobs like Plantation. These are new investments that came in the small and medium enterprises. The government has placed XYZ money, and we've been able to track XYZ growth, and that growth has brought on a lot of Liberians who are working. Then we know how we are making. But in the absence of a clear-cut roadmap, in the absence of a tracker that will tell us that the government has created XYZ number. If even the jobs are created and you tell the people of Liberia, they will ask you, where are the data? How can we trace them? How do we know you are saying the truth? And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the government has not created jobs. I'm only saying we must have a clear-cut roadmap in a route at which we can look and know, yes, the government is doing this. They said over the last 2 years or in the next 2 years, they will do this in 17 months, in 18 months, in 26 months, they will do this. This will be the target, this will be the target. Then we'll understand that. So the president also talk about drugs, how the the regime was striving to fight against drug, and I know in the CMC statement they tried to play down the fight against drug. Look, we have to be fair to ourselves. We are not where we want to be in the fight against drugs, but you can clearly bear witness that there's been some substantial efforts made towards the fight of drugs. President Bwaka has been able to dismiss people from over there for some very detailed administrative reasons. That's one. The president and his government has been able to procure new vehicles to enable the operation of the LDA. The same government has been able to increase the budgetary allocation to the LDA. Is the budgetary allocation to the LDA enough to fight against the drug epidemic like we want? No. But has there been some improvement? Yes, there's been some improvement. That's how opposition people are supposed to be analyzing and putting the government in check. But if you make it appear that what I saw in the CMC statement that nothing has happened, now then we will sit here to say, no, some things are happening or something is happening, but may not be enough. We can be fair to ourselves. But I regularly downplay that the government is doing absolutely nothing about the fight against drug and so on and so forth. No, I don't think we've been fair to ourselves. Should the government do more? Yes. Should the government even do more, better? Yes. Should we have better budgetary allocation than it is in this 2026 draft budget? I believe so. What we have in our draft budget should be double or triple in the fight against drug, because the drug epidemic is destroying the future of this country, and the young people are at terrible risk. They're in red. The risk is in red. But for us to just outrightly downplay everything, I don't think that was okay. I don't think that was okay. So, Mr. President, you and your government, we are going to the third year, January next year. You'll be speaking to the nation. You will report to us and the legislature what your next plans will be for the country. And we hope some of these pieces of advice we're giving, you take them into consideration, your cabinet, yourself, the people in your office. Take them into consideration so that tomorrow when you're coming back to us and say we've created job, Mr. President, we can know what number of jobs you created, in what category, which communities have benefited, which new institutions, and how are people, getting employed and where they are getting employed, and have some vulnerable employment, like I will always say. So we hope that is done. We'll go back to Capitol Hill. Yesterday, I initiated a conversation about a bill submitted by Montserrat County Senator Darius Dillon on the reduction of the salaries of lawmakers. And it is clear that these lawmakers make some very huge money, especially when you look at the budget line. You see, hoping $8,000, and Mr. Dillon's quests or his request or his proposal, his bill to his colleague has been, let's reduce what we make to at least 5,000 United States dollars. So the calculation we've been making about people making 8,000, you remove 3,000 each of the lawmaker, and there are 30 persons. If you calculate it, it's going to give us 90,000 just for the Senate. If you did the same calculation with the 73 representatives, it's going to give over 400,000, nearly 500,000 every month. But again, as the debate, because I know when Senator Moy read that communication on the floor, because he's the chair for the committee that is handling that bill, I know there were lawmakers there disagreeing. We are watching out to see who are the senators disagreeing, and why are they disagreeing with the proposal? We really want to know why they want to make above $5,000. And I am calling on the legislature, Senator Dillon and the rest of the people, that proposal and whatever discussion you guys will have should not just be about salaries alone. It should also be about the price of the vehicle you ride or you drive, and it should cut across to all government entity. I strongly believe 30 and 35,000 could give you all a very good vehicle. If we took 10,000 from on each of that money, for example, the 30 lawmakers, if we took 10,000 from each of your money, the 30 senators, imagine how much we're going to get. If we wanted to buy a car that costs 45,000, say we drop it to 35. You go to the House of Representatives and do the same. You go to the House of Representatives and do the same 73 lawmakers times 10,000. You are talking about some very huge sum of money. Then we go to government ministries and agencies where people are making a whole lot of money with exorbitant. A lot of you don't know. Some of these commissions and agencies that were state-owned enterprises, the people there make a lot of money than lawmakers. You ain't know. Some of these commissions and agencies, and I'm not minching my words, people there make a lot of money than lawmakers. A lot of you don't know, but our focus on the lawmakers because they got some serious oversight responsibility. Our focus on them because the budget passed through that place. Our focus is on them because they're supposed to be the voice of the rest of us who do not have the opportunity to go up there. When I say do not have, I mean all of us cannot go there. I want to say each county should have 2 senators. So if we're 150,000 people in this county, we are represented in the Senate by 2 men, or a man and a woman, or 2 women. And the reason it is like that, they will speak on our behalf. That is why we hold them we hold them like that than others. But go to these agencies and request the salaries of managing directors and deputy managing directors and see how much they make. See how much we pay for gasoline. We pay rental fees for them. We pay for the generators. We pay everything. You're not even telling us that we're giving scholarship for them or their children or something. So we have to check out. When the Senate and the House of Representatives, when the legislature is done with their own reduction, then they have to face the executive and the judiciary to say, your salaries are too high. Do you know why? The lawmakers can set the salary of the president. The same lawmaker can set the salary of the pro tem, the speaker, the vice president, the deputy speaker, the chief justice, justices of the Supreme Court, judges. I'm telling you guys, the reason for which they were making all that money, or they're making all that money, they're not talking, because they get themselves plenty, they get the other people plenty, the other people plenty. When I say other people, are the 3 branches of government. That's why other than sitting, they were not talking. And I know that when that bill surfaced on the floor, when Senator Moy was speaking, there were a lot of senators there agitating. We were going to watch that video again to see all of you that were agitating. Every day on the show, we'll call your name and call the Liberian people to ask you why you're agitating to make less than 5,000 so that the other money can go towards basic social services for the people. You really feel good that the rest of us will take phone because the old senator is not easy to do, and honorable representative is not easy to do. You can turn it around. Then we sit down. Tomorrow again, Ochi, my son Sego, yeah, they get $10. We sit down. Look, when we cut the salaries of not just lawmakers, but public officials who earn, exorbitantly, cut the salary of the president, cut the salary of the vice president, the pro tem, the speaker, the deputy speaker, the chief justice, justices of the Supreme Court, and put them into an extra account. It goes toward basic social services, and our people will have something to munch on. Hospitals are free, some, no medications. Those money can put pink tablet there. So that the way you get money to carry your children in Ghana, when my son's sick, I can take him from where I live, we rush to JFK, he will get pink tablet to get better. Until my second be able to get money by myself and fly into Ghana. Every day we're going to be begging people. And you guys are your own problem. One of them was saying something last time, and I agree. Look, if you make the private sector better, if you put more money back into the people's pocket, Lord, make us say will live free, they will enjoy your life. But the man said pregnant his wife. Your wife about to give birth, he got a now your Ochi. My wife come and give birth. They may getting married to a woman, they go enjoy their time, their life. Ochi are getting married, sponsor my wedding. They may pregnant his woman. Ochi are pregnant my woman. She said, oh, go to the hospital. No. As if to say you and the man. But again, it is happening because a lot of these people do not have anywhere to turn. So we're backing you. That should be the first major achievement of that 55th legislature. The second should be holistic audit of that legislature. The third should be there should be serious financial discipline. Then we can call you the honorable. We can call you honorable. But for now, you'll do the needful. You'll do the needful. To be an honorable, you can't demand it's earned. To have the respect you deserve, you need to earn it. When people know that you're not cut your car's budget down. So when they get 35,000, sir, you get another 35,000, you reach, you want out of there to buy a big car. That one of your business. Oh, we know the government get you 35,000 and you're going to buy your car. If we give you 35,000, you want to put 100,000 to ride $1 million car, it's left of you. That's the money. Yeah, that call it down small. The rest of us here cannot even afford. Then one man is making all that money. It's impossible. It's impossible. Though you're working. That people until you work Monday, Tuesday and Thursday is not true. I know there are committee meetings. There are a lot of things you guys walk after and run after. But it does not still mean you should make all that money you're making while the rest of us will keep begging. While the least civil servant who's cleaning the bathroom, who is the janitor, makes $150 and the government still take tax. We can elevate these people to at least 300. We can elevate these people to at least 350 per month based on the kind of reduction we get from your salaries. The salaries of directors and managing directors at state-owned enterprises and some agencies that are making lump sum amount of money. We can take some money there and put it back. And say we're too top up for civil servants. We're too top up for certain job scale people. Some of you even in that place there, some of you your chief of office staff and no more than you. But that one not true. Some of you your chief of office staff and no play the book, but they still earn little only because you got some political mandate. You earn all the money you can depend on your chief of office staff and where you're paying $600. While you're ending, the man next to you makes $600. You, the boss in the office, you're earning $8,000 for God in heaven's sake. Oh, yeah, that do something. Let's rally around Senator Dillon and the rest of the people. I know Senator Ellison even said he was going to support it. We asked him to support it, convince his colleagues. At the House of Representatives, we asked people to make commitment. Let that thing go through. Let people reduce their salary to at least $5,000 first. Let's collect all that other money, that almost $500,000 every month, and see whether we can make some impact, and see whether we can send cheers to Bokon, Chile, and other places in we district where my pa come from. Whether we can send cheers there for children there to sit and live, sit on good chairs and learn and become the future leaders we want them to be. We can do that. In the absence of that, we are not preparing any future for ourselves. It means public service, which is supposed to be for public good, is for the good of people's pocket. If we keep doing what we are doing and bulk of our money going towards salaries of big people in the country, they are not serving us. It means public service is no longer for public good. It's for the good of people's pocket, which is wrong. No nation thrives on that level. No nation succeeds when things like that happen. And we hope you can look down. We're begging you can look down and say, hey man, for the sake of our people, you gotta reduce the salary. If I even want to reduce it to 3,000, say I'll agree. Yeah, that won't be my interest. Plenty of people agree. But you just bring it to 5. At 5, I think one lawmaker can live with $5,000 every. If some of us here can make $150, $200, $300 and live every month Poker or meter. Some people get DSTV, they recharge it. In that same little amount of maybe a month, what's about somebody who made $5,000? Oh, yes. Let's do it at that. We'll go to the line to take few calls. I will talk to Julius later. Is there an announcement that I read, Blessing? I said on something. Okay. We'll go to the line to talk to few people and see what are their thoughts. After that, we are expecting Mr. Archibald S. Aban, Deputy Minister for Administration and Insurance, and Madam Marvelyn Cummins. They will be here today from the Ministry of Commerce. We'll talk to Ministry of Transport, sorry. We'll talk to them about what's happening at that ministry. They are also going to launch their strategic plan for 2025 to 2029. We also want to hear from them what is it and how would that plan be able to transform our transport sector. Let's talk to a few Liberians. Hello.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm fine. Let's hear you.
Yeah, my name is Mauro Delan Yakov from Panosio.
Go ahead.
Trokon, like I said yesterday, these things are, when you hear it, you just feel very, very miserable. Like you rightly said, we are in this country, some of us will make 150, 100, 200, 250, and we still surviving. Putting current in our meter and doing all the stuff, paying children's school fee without the money. So you can tell me you're being a bureau, $5,000 cannot carry you out. There's an argument a gentleman brought up yesterday that is very, very lazy. That he said lawmakers need more money because people go to them for help and other stuff. But I disagree strongly against that idea. If you allow the system to work, nobody's going to come to your doorstep. Let's say, for example, we got agency in this country for disaster management, right? So if disaster management is working efficiently towards the people, why would somebody have a disaster problem and go to a lawmaker? So allow the system to work, put more money in the education sector, that the education can be free, put health care first. See, if somebody going to come to you and say, my wife is pregnant or this and that, but actually, to be fair, I want to directly disagree with people working as a man, Liberian man, walk to a lawmaker to tell him that I'm pregnant and my wife, I impregnated my wife is about to give birth, I need money from you.
Bill. I said to the year, man, to your home.
I said to say the man is responsible for my wife. That is a disgrace.
That's what poverty does.
Actually, I'm getting it so confused, and it is very, very hard to believe that a young man will be living with his wife, paying his children's school fee, paying his children's medical bill, and his wife is pregnant. He has to go to a lawmaker to settle a hospital bill.
Thank you.
That is outrageous. So
thank you so kindly. We'll hold you there. Another person. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Let's hear you quickly.
Yeah, good afternoon, Trokon. My name is Musa. I do for the call from 12 this afternoon.
Go ahead, Musa.
Yeah, my attention drawn to the issue of the job. Trokon, I think lack of jobs are making most of the youth are falling asleep in the ghetto. Most of the youth are turning to alcoholics, drinking alcohol a lot. Because the youth is vulnerable. So we are asking the government, we are the youth, we are asking the government to please look in that direction at least. To see how better to settle the jobless issue. Because most of the in Labrador, we don't have jobs.
Okay.
So yeah, thank you.
Thank you so kindly. Hello.
Trokon, how you doing?
I'm very fine. Let's hear you.
Thank you for the topic. James Yankwe from Matali. Trokon, it's a very good thing we're talking about. So, Trokon, you just talking about someone is making 5,000. What about someone who not working? When we even see 50 $1 billion in our face, you don't know who can only take $100, but they will go enjoy ourselves. So imagine I just $50. What will really happen? And in fact, if the money even come down, even to 3,000 Trokon, if you feed the whole lot, even not paying you, you go to private sector, then you have to make people to come work with you. They are the reason why enemy are plenty all over the place because when we see you making that type of money, so anytime we all want for to get into there too. So that what you see when they say election, you see more people want to be a representative, want to be senator.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's very better, that is a very good bill. At least I didn't look at it to call it down. So at least will tell my man you are not serious. You are be serious. You can see the money what we're not making. The reason why they have phone can rest, people send it if only are do because they made us set to be looking at God on earth. So you see everybody should
sometimes they make promises they get even fulfilled.
Yeah, so that you make yourself go on earth. You say, oh, everything about me, yet people can't bow down to me.
And the moment the people see your windshield die by where a car beat, they say, oh, the big money.
And in fact, that's why they get more enemy because even that's the reason why they don't go among ordinary people. Just that I want to go, they have to carry security, want to there, so noise. But once I'm making small money, you make it small, you might say we're in the same share, you might say we're in the same thing, and just saying, something that impacting. Maybe we appear just at that. Oh, my man, they may making 5,000, that's more money there. I say, me, I'm making 4,000. Me and he can sit, we eat, we drink together. But is that happening? So thank you, Trokon, man, and listen, man. Yeah.
Thank you. We take a few more, then we usher in our guests. Hello.
Yeah, Trokon, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Let me say good afternoon to His Excellency President Boakai. So, I'm Tekla from over Magiri.
President Boakai in the air now. Hello.
Let me always appreciate you for standing for country. You see, I think let me appreciate the president, but I'm always concerned when it comes to pronouncing some of the good news, right? The implementation as well is it all matter in our country.
Yeah.
The reason why people go to the poor and maintain government or the team government is to go after their well-being and also the protection of their lives. So job creation in any country is the best security approach any government can undertake, any president can undertake because, for example, if we have the latest reported 5.5 million human beings in a country, assuming I am making 3.5 on job. I don't think we'll be looking for our job going for individual center and be a certain dealer. I don't think we'll be losing our job going to get a job or to take in jobs. I don't think we'll be losing our job to go and see or maybe to be around here protesting against government and whatsoever. So yes, Mr. President, we signed agreement with the people that young will come will do better. I mean, like all of us did in the past. But the issue is, and I always impress when it comes to pronouncement, I always careful and pray for the implementation of some of the good things. Even though they are more probably done by the government, but I think job creation is a matter of much, and I think the government should always think in that direction. Thank you.
Thank you so kindly. Hello.
Yeah, Trokon, Jerry from Soaking the Committee.
Let's hear you, boss.
So Trokon are backing all the journalists. The flip file the bill to the end of it. Every lawmaker will not put a signature to that bill. That is pretty quiet.
I'm monitoring that video tonight again. Tomorrow, when I hear tomorrow, I'll be all the customary lawmakers are posting the name in the Senate. I'll call their names.
Yeah, breed again. This the chicken can come from the butt. So we want to know everybody now will not put a signature or something. Musa Bele and say when they become president, it is now time that they work on a bill.
It reached the House, it's still to the Senate. So let's see the senators that are there.
Let it fall, and all the senators. It shouldn't just be the salary. That alarm, hot bill, security bill, let it fall, everything now. Now you are not able for you to go and make money. It's there for you to go save. If you don't want to save, you say to go make farm.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Hello.
Yeah, so how are you?
I'm fine. Let's hear you.
I'm Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah, so two things quickly. Talking about the president, talking about job creation. You know that topic. So we've been there with this for past time. All the man of time. Good job creation, put the first thing. They will be seeing it out. Yeah, we see there. The program is so is there for investment. You are some year, or for investment to come here. We have to consult ourselves as a facility, as a government. Only time you see people come here because when we bow looking for law in our country like the constitution play every day, we play around the constitution, so on without doing this. And I want to talking with just be around the street and around here, we just be teaching us who will be working for them about 10 minutes and see what will be happening. They're talking to joke up the time with lawmaker. What are on them? They will
problem for the lawmaker. The money which is, say for example, those who get into the horse recent time, so come, they will get a hard time for re-election before now they put crying that the government on support from other side, not giving out their country development or the agriculture that they spend money on other things. They can start cutting that money down. Now we're getting a hard time. That money to call that money that is already about me and support good. But other people where they eating more than money been down for 12 years, money down for 18 years. See, that they eating that they don't want to push it, they kind of think what I'm saying, not you right here. They're very easy, they won't support that friend and also. But when they talking everything,
I think that bill was around. I think that bill don't spend more than a year or two in our place.
Yeah, but if you got the money, they go back and they say, what are you calling for money? What do you call harmonization? Like, almost as soon as you see the that one for the harmonization for the lawmaker. The harmonizing the lawmaker, or somebody right there. The harmonizing is what the harmonizing for.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello.
Trokon, good afternoon.
After you will take the last two.
Thank you. Trokon, my name is Tikas Mato, and I'll call you from Johnsonville. Hello.
Go ahead, Peter.
Okay. Trokon, let me start line with the previous caller. One thing for me, I always notice in this country, the country have a lot of good laws, but the law, the implementation of this law is the biggest problem in this country. Now, they build out that everyone just trying around with doing this, that, is a law, right? Now, if this senator or representative.
Oh, Peter, unfortunately, you're gone. I didn't cut you off. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead and take on.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Mohammed Samadou Barana. I phone in from Geneva, Kowe.
Okay.
Thank you very much for the topic on discussion. I mean, really appreciate you. But sometimes what happens like is what we call deception. People tend to do things that they are not willing to do or trying to pretend to say anything. The issue regards the president's statement in Burma yesterday, I don't take that seriously. When did the president realize that the young people not working in Liberia, when the struggling motorcyclists are struggling to make ends meet? Today, if you go in Douala, you park somewhere, you see police carry your motorbike, you pay not less than 1,500 2,000 just to free that motorbike. Today, if you look at the entire Broadway, the struggling business people that pay occasion to make ends meet, today their business is being broke down in the names of what being development. We are not seeing no mission up to now. So, President, do you know about it? Can't be in social statement like why you use in 2017 that is found opportunity, then coming back again to tell all that there is no job. And the people that are supposed to give job to, they are not really following behind the government. They are not looking at your work, what you're doing. But they are struggling on their own. But in our names, you stay behind the scene people again, trying to bring them down. So I don't take that statement seriously. The president knows what he is doing. The issue about the representative, please, Trokon. The electorate is the one that is the problem, not the lawmaker. I don't want people to veil their anger on the lawmaker. I can name 3 or 4 lawmakers to you that knew scarce to gain representative position. In this 12, the man who today is your boy came 1 year to the election. What happened? The man won today. If you go in this one in Lofa County, someone fella 12 people that I was in Lofa then. We are the problem. The lawmakers are the problem. We should know who to vote for. You see, today people are appreciating the law. It is because the law never gave anybody anything. And the man came with integrity. Today, the reason why you see everybody appreciating the law.
Okay.
So I tell you, seriously,
Thank you. We take the very last person. Our guest will walk in very shortly. Hello?
Good afternoon.
Go ahead.
Choko, how are you?
I'm fine.
So I'm Leroy Cry and I call you from Johnson Street.
Yeah, Leroy, let's use a minute, please.
For me, I support the bill, but I want to look at it from a different angle. You see, all these Liberians that are calling reduce lawmaker salary, do this one, do that one. When election time comes, they don't look in the direction of those that don't have money. They expect people to give them money in order to cast votes. Now, when somebody spend over 200,000, 300,000 to get elected, when they go on Capitol Hill, what are you spending the money for? You want to reduce our salary, you want that everybody happy, yes, but you're not willing to vote for someone who don't have money. You don't look the message, you look for the money. So when you look for the money, remember wrong capital, how you explain it again? Maybe in the argument.
Okay.
So voters should redirect our way of campaigning. It will be very important for us.
Thank you.
Liberia, get ready. The Ministry of Transport is stepping into a new era of progress. On Friday, December 5, the Ministry of Transport will officially launch its 5-year strategic plan at the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex in Congo Town.
The launch will be graced by the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, Honorable Jeremiah Karakun, and will highlight the transformation of land, water, rail, and air transport across our nation.
This bold strategy outlines policies and developments that will drive Liberia's transport sector forward, safe, modern, and accessible for all.
Join government officials, members of the diplomatic corps, and partners from across Liberia as together we shape the future of transportation.
The Ministry of Transport, moving Liberia forward.
Is your car sick? Is your car having engine problem, wheel alignment, or air conditioning problems? Then, here's your solution. Here's the medication for your car. Automed's Garage on Girdle Street, opposite the Old General Ministry, is the right clinic for all your cars. With our local and international professional mechanic, we get your car back in good shape. Automed's Garage. We have a multi-spray booth that leaves your car sparkling, or Car Care Center, CCC, that takes care of your car interior and exterior. We get your car the modern rims and doors handle. Let's just say we pimp your ride. Make your car look modern at Automed's Garage on Girdle Street. We have a professional tire center that change your tire in no time. With our state-of-the-art diagnosing machine, we know exactly what's wrong with your car. No guessing. Our tow service is one of its kind. Tow your car for a reasonable amount if we won't fix your car. And for free if Automeds will service your car. Our prices are unbeatable and our customer service is outstanding. So whatever your cars need, call Automeds Garage on Girdle Street, opposite the Old General Ministry, on 0555-535-307 or 0777-884-077. Automeds Garage. We care for your cars.
I become a peasant from my happiness.
Are you looking for the sweetest, purest, and most natural honey in Liberia? Then look no further than Gabriel C. Gwen Natural Honey, produced right in the heart of Neighbor County. No chemicals, no additives, just real natural honey straight from the hive to your table. It's the taste of nature. Once you try it, you will never go back. Want to start your own honey farm and see result in less than 6 months? Then contact Gabriel C. Gwen today. Call 0776 596 623 or 0886 596 623. Gabriel C. Gwen Natural Honey can be found on Link Street in Omesha, right opposite the Ministry of Public Works. Gabriel C. Gwen Natural Honey. Taste it and be the judge.
Thank you. This is The Conversation. Welcome back right after that short break. My name is Trokon. We are here up to 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock will be our major newscast. But in our studios now, we have with us two officials of the Ministry of Transport. And we are going to be talking transport-related issues in the next 1 hour or so. Let's welcome them so they introduce themselves. Our viewers will have the opportunity to match the faces with the names. Let's start with you, sir. Kindly call your name, your position, and come closer to the mic, please.
Thank you, Trokon, for affording us the opportunity. I am Archibald S. Aban, the Deputy Minister for Administration and Insurance at the Ministry of Transport.
And you, ma'am?
And I'm Marilyn Cummings-Smith, the Director for Insurance.
Good. It's good to have you all here. Let's start with you, Mr. Minister. What's the concentration of your job?
So I am the Minister of Administration and Insurance.
Insurance.
I am the
What do
Deputy
you-
Minister
yeah.
for Administration and Insurance. So I supervise or administer all of the affairs of the Ministry of Transport with our motor vehicle third-party insurance scheme that is set up in our 1972 motor vehicle and traffic law. So all of the insurance activities that has to do with motor vehicle, it is supervised by my office directly.
Okay. And you?
As
Sorry.
the-
Yeah, go ahead.
As the Director for Insurance, I report directly to the Deputy Minister and the Assistant Minister, and my job entails working with all of the insurance companies in Liberia to regulate third-party insurance-related activity. Matter of fact, even if they have comprehensive insurance. 1, 2, we are also there to mitigate claims issues as it relate to people getting their insurance claim if they pay for something and the service was provided or they had accident. We follow up on those things, and we're also there to detect flaw in the system. If we have issue with fake insurance, we arrest those situations and forward them to our bosses. So we are more like the regulators.
Good. We come to the issue of discussion, but I got a little bit of interest in the job you do, especially the insurance part. Can you just do a little bit of lecture so all of us know? I would say that I don't really know much about that. So it would be, an information sharing for me and people who are listening for the sake of the public.
Okay, so when people talk about insurance, it's like taking your liability and transferring it to another party in terms of unforeseen circumstances like accidents. So by law and the act that the Motor Vehicle and Traffic Law 1972 deem a expedient that we don't know what tomorrow who, and the road users and pedestrian may come into collusion, accident, vehicle, another vehicle with individual. So what would be the remedy at the point in time if the vehicle user does not have the capacity when an accident occurs and he in the wrong? How would he shoulder the responsibility? So, in the wisdom of government deem it expedient to find an intermediary that will assume this responsibility in case this unforeseen accident comes in.
Is that what you call third party?
So, government, from the perspective and some other best practices, they say, okay, with the issues of accident, it is more preferable that the affected party be addressed. So the vehicle owner is almost like an issue that is against themselves. So the party that will be affected by the accident must be given priority and first treatment. So with that, they coin third party motor vehicle insurance. So the third party in this case is the one that is affected by the accident or incident that may occur.
Okay. So the other person is the first. Then the ministry.
So the first party, so meaning you are
Yeah.
taking comprehensive insurance.
Okay.
So your passenger in your car, the passenger, the pedestrian or other vehicle you will hit, when you have comprehensive, everybody is considered.
Okay.
But the third party insurance is what you go against.
Okay, that's good. You want to add up, madam?
No,
Wanna
Minister
ask
have
one
said
thing,
it. Minister have
Oh,
said
no,
it.
Minister, that radio, yeah, well,
So,
that's
but
gonna
the
bust me
thing
to
is,
into.
and it's just for the public education.
Sure.
They've always had this understanding that, oh, my car is insured and I hit
I can do
John
anything.
Brown, and then only John Brown, they took care of, they did not take care of me. Because bulk of our vehicles are used vehicles. So the insurance that cover them is basically third-party insurance. Those cars that are brand new off of the plastic are the cars that cover under comprehensive if those companies wanted to cover comprehensive. But we don't cover third-party under the used cars that are brought in the country because they don't reach that level. Take for instance, one small little taxi hit somebody and you bought that taxi 3, 4, 5,000. Because it's used car, you can put it on a
Comprehensive.
comprehensive. So They can't assume all the liability. Everybody that something important, they can take care of the people on the other side, but not you who insure your vehicle. So we just wanted to lay out there because part of the motorcycle, the tricycle users, they are what many are what people they'll be like, oh, they never took care of me. Because of the system we built up, they can't take care of you, keke people. They can take care of the people you'll be hitting.
Okay, that's good. A bit of public, education is good that you guys are here to talk about that. But let's go into our real issue. On Friday, we understand you're launching the ministry's 5 years strategic plan.
Sure.
We thought to have you here to have a clear picture and an understanding of what is ahead of us on Friday.
So thank you very much. So our being here today is purposely to talk about.
Please do one thing. I know you come to the mic or you hold it to you. If you want to lay by, no problem. You hold it, man. Hold it. Okay. You're flexible, no doubt. Okay, good.
So our purpose of being here today is to discuss our upcoming 5-year strategic plan launch. As you may be aware, the transportation sector is a complex sector. And having the kind of complexity of what you need to do and achieve, you can't have a 1-year plan. You must have a elaborate plan that will give you the opportunity to plan properly, accurately, because of the infrastructure that it entails. So we catalog and did our plan for 5 years to meet all of our strategic goals. So on the 5th of December, 2025, we'll be launching our 5-year strategic plan at the ministerial complex, and the vice president will be the key launcher of this plan.
Let's take our time and look into that plan. What are the things captured there specifically, and how will it make the Ministry of Transport what you all want it to be? Anybody can pick up on that.
So let me address
You're laying
that.
by you say, my boss man, I want to, you got to toss something.
No, she got more information because they control the program company.
Yeah, sure.
So the plan is structured in the way that Chapter 1 of this particular strategic plan take into consideration the methodology of how the plan was formulated. Okay. So in preparation of such a public document, you take into consideration existing policy and regulation around the world.
Mm-hmm.
So the plan took into consideration the AAID, which is the Arrest Agenda for Inclusive Development. We took into consideration the PA, the Propo Agenda for Development. We took into consideration the African Union Agenda 2063.
Yeah, 2063.
And the Transformation Agenda, the Agenda for Transformation. We also took into consideration the United Nations Agenda 2030. Those were the basis of this strategic plan, and not negating the fact on our ministry history and the mandate that was given to the ministry based on the act that established the Ministry of Transport in 1987. So Chapter 1 dealt with the methodology. Chapter 2, we looking at the strategic direction. So as a ministry, the first thing, if we look at our strategic direction, we take into consideration the act that established us. Our organization structure. The ministry is structured with 2 departments. We have the Department of Land and Rail and the Department of Administration. Our vision as a ministry was considered in the strategic direction of our ministry. Then our vision, our core value. And when you talk about transportation, you cannot negotiate the component that has to do with safety. Safety remains uncompromising, and it is part of our core value. Then we come to our commitment we have to our people. So Chapter 2 basically deals with that. So Chapter 3 deals with the situation and stakeholder analysis. So the situation that we have established, both internally and externally. We have done our research, so we use the SWOT analysis to propagate our strength, the threat we see from outside, the strength, the weakness, the opportunity we need to tap on and make maximum use of, and the threat we have from external party or component that we don't have control over. Budget limitation and resources, those are external threats that we don't have control over, but we can mitigate through our programs and projects. So chapter 4 is just the strategic issue confronting this sector. And the strategic issue that is confronting this sector, we got 8 priority issues and key resource area. So chapter 5, the strategic objective and the strategy we deploy. So we have identified the problems and their basic solutions. Mind you, all of what we're doing is in alignment with the AAID and the component that has to do with infrastructure.
Okay.
Then when all of these have been done, we need to implement those identify solution that we need for the full implementation of our strategic plan.
Great. We'll come to that. Let's come to you, Madam Comments. Let's talk a little bit about the program. What's the shape is like?
So, our program, like we said, it will be held on December 5th at the precise hour of 10 o'clock in the morning. And the vice president is our chief launcher. We have invited stakeholders and other developmental partners who will form part of this program. It's a big program. And we also have asked all of our staff, we are taking 50% of us because they have to feel a part of what we are doing. We don't want them to feel isolated. So we will be out there in the morning. Breakfast starts at 8 to 9. And then we start to register people that will be going to the hall. And then we'll outline. It's going to be a short but meaningful program. We don't want to take up people's time. It's going to be on Friday.
Okay.
His Excellency Jeremiah Kuhn will be in attendance. We don't want to waste his time, so we're going to go. Minister going to outline the strategic plan. We'll have other ministers speaking, and our chief launcher will launch the program.
Who are those developmental partners you will have there?
We
got somebody out there?
We'll have the UNDP, who has been instrumental in helping us with our decentralization process. We'll have the insurance entities. They are also part and parcel of what we do over there. We'll be having the African Development Bank and the World Bank. They are all our developmental partner. We'll have one of our key people there, the National Road Fund, who've been working hand in hand with us to ensure that bulk of our programs are carried out. So, and then I always like to talk about our employees because they are those that make the day-to-day, the wheels turning at the Ministry of Transport. They will be there in their numbers to witness this occasion so that they can go back, figure out to put the plan into motion.
Good. Let's come back to you, Mr. Minister. I know she said it's going to be library short, and then you will be presenting your plan. And right after that, like you said, you start implementation. And the overall goal will be to make the Ministry of Transport, second to none. Anybody who work at an entity with a strategic vision and the plan will think the same way. What changes? Are we going to expect at that ministry after all of the launch, all that boogie and ready nothing? What's new we're going to see? How is it going to make that ministry more functional than what it is?
So, to answer that question, the strategic plan, when implemented to the 4 years, we expect to have safe environment, safety and security will be considered. We have the sustainability and environmental responsibility. So let me elaborate on the safety. So yes, the issue that has to do with our on the overall all modes of transportation. We have the road, the air, the maritime. We will have to do with water, and other issues. Now, For to have a safe road, we need to deploy all of those basic mechanisms that will make the road safe for our people. The plan has been prepared and is in conjunction with our ongoing activities. So take for example, on our roads, we are having those basic information that road users need to have. We have mounted billboards across the country giving the sensitization and education to our people on how to use the road. When you see various signs being placed on the road, the meaning of those signs, the instruction those signs give you. So it's on our safety and security component. As I said previously, on our safety component, we don't compromise the lives and property of our people. Then we come to our sustainability and environmental issue. So to sustain our transportation sector, you know, all of the crude oils and other material we're getting, they are depleting. We will be looking in another direction to have a clean energy environment. So
what is that?
We're looking at introducing electric vehicle that will reduce the air pollution.
That's breaking news for Liberia.
Oh yeah. Trust me, we got electric vehicle already.
I know some, I know people who got, but it's not at that level now.
Yeah. So reducing the pollution in our environment is one of the key issues. Then we'll come to the economic efficiency and connectivity. So, mind you,
that portion is a big one, though.
Yeah, mind you, yesterday from here to Maryland, people were paying $30,000 to go and spend many days on the way out of the $30,000. But today, the economic component have changed. People pay $5,000 from here to Maryland and reach in the daytime. So the economic variable down there and connectivity, it is our wish upon the full implementation of this strategic plan that will have road connectivity all across our country to give everybody equal opportunity to participate in all of our activities. So the man who is physically challenged, the man who has other ability or other challenges, everybody will have equal means to move based on the infrastructure that will be put into place.
Let me just add up to some of the things that are in the strategic plan because I was one of those on the committee.
You're one of the crafters?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You're strong. And then thanks to the minister and
at least they gave women a chance
his
to be
team. That's what I was just about to say. Thanks to Minister Tyler, Minister Abai, and the rest of the team, the inclusion of women participation at the Ministry of Transport is on the horizon. Now you have women taking on top leadership roles. Unlike before, if you're talking about strategic plan, 15, 20 years ago, you will not have any woman sitting on that committee. They'll be like, oh, the women, y'all go cook the food and bring it. But on that plan, we had the strategic plan, the formulation of the plan. When we were doing the work, we had 3 women. The controller, the HR, and myself at the time, I was director for training and development. And so one of the things that the plan takes into consideration is the gender sensitivity aspect. The ministry is moving forward to the place now they say, look, we got to include these women. And the other thing is the human capacity development. The Ministry of Transport, people believe like, oh, the Ministry of Transport is just there to do registration of vehicle and driver licenses. It's bigger than that. The Ministry of Transport is one of the biggest ministry in the government setup. So what the ministry plan is set to do is to send people out there to get specialized training in the transportation sector, so that we don't have to have consultants coming in all of the time to take on what we as civil service, as employees can do. So Minister Tyler and the team strategy is that every year, the Ministry of Transport will try her utmost best to send people out there. We'll send people for real training. They can go for 2 years and do something in rail. Somebody can go and do something in water wheels. So when we were crafting this plan, we were excited that finally there was something that captured that portion, that human capacity development will be taken into serious consideration.
Has that been lacking over the years?
Well, the Ministry of Transport population is a young one.
Okay.
We have Bulk of our employees are those that are just coming from school. Remember, we have had the retirement plan. Bulk of our people phase out. So this generation of Ministry of Transport employees, they're from 20s up to 40.
Okay, the experience then.
Yeah, so the few ones we have in the 50s, 60s, they're fading out. So we need new breed of transporters, people with specialized skills, people that can sit around the table with partners and understand what we're talking about. So I just wanted to add up to what my honorable minister just did there.
Great. Let's come back to you, Minister Ban. One of what you do at the ministry is to raise revenue for the government of Liberia. That plan should encapsulate that, which I know. After that, and out of your implementation, can we be assured that the government may stand? I'm saying may. I mean, a better chance to get some revenue top off from the Ministry of Transport, because if you should have modernized out of what you're doing, I mean, there's better transportation system in the country, taking into consideration the economy. Money's going back to people already. Like you regularly put it from here, Maryland, NTSA, people are paying $5,000, and people have attested to that. It means somebody gonna keep around 7,000-8,000 additional that they used to pay.
25,000.
Okay, somebody going to keep something else in the pocket. So let's look at that component.
So, with the full implementation of this plan, the government or like us tend to raise more revenue. I can tell you for free. So we have met all of our revenue targets over the period that we've been projected, and even surpassed our target with less concentration across the country. So there are areas in the country that, because of basic infrastructure and facility, we have not gone there. So under our decentralization plan, we intend to reach out to all of these areas.
Let's talk about that decentralization.
I come into decentralization. I will expand on decentralization. So how can we have decentralization effective to all part of Liberia? The only strategy will be a long-term infrastructure plan. So this is one of the basic reasons that we have this 5-year strategic plan. So with the 5-year strategic plan, those basic infrastructure that need to be put into place, mechanism, modernization, and everything, when they are put into place, then the government or Liberians tend to have double the size of revenue being collected. The services that we provide to the public yearn for the services. If you go to Maryland today, we're on an assessment tour, the people are telling us, come, we're waiting for you, we're ready for you. We went to Ganta, who have facility. We did registration and purpose to be there for 2 weeks when our inspection exercise. We were...
Oh, you mean the inspection can't reach all over because of the lack of infrastructure?
So it's infrastructure. You don't have banks in some of those places.
But then better be living somebody can't be enjoying myself.
Oh yeah, yeah. So sometimes the road too become the deployable road.
Yeah.
But now, trust me, this dry season, going forward, like I know we don't have any road problem anymore.
So meaning you are going to send transport representatives in these counties to ensure.
Oh yeah. So our decentralization.
Vehicles, let's talk about
So our decentralization program for this fiscal year is taking into serious consideration creating infrastructure in 6 of the 15 counties. So namely, we'll be creating a structure in Vonjama. We'll be creating one structure in Clay to address the need for the people in Cape Man, Bapolu, and Bomi. Okay. We'll be building a structure in Kakata, Magibi County, Grand Basso, Plebo, Maryland County, and our own property in Ganta, Nima County. So with a decentralization,
there's already a system structure there in Ganta, right?
It's a rental process. It's a rental property.
Okay. Right.
So we want to own our own.
Oh, okay.
In modernizing our infrastructure, we want to have ours. So we have developed a reach out mechanism to our people through our mobile money payment system. So how to reach area? You don't have bank in Plebo, and the services need to be delivered. If you carry mobile team, you got to take the bank from here, carry the bank, set up an internet facility, generator, and
Which is
all
costly.
of those expenses. So you just need to have mobile money service. People go to Lone Star through Lone Star and Orange and make that payment. So these are those morning.
So you're thinking about forming that
intervention.
partnership with the GSM companies?
Oh yeah, the partnership already been cemented.
Okay.
It already been cemented. So the test phase is on. In a sooner and possible time, we'll be rolling it out to the public.
How do you honor that new plan, strengthen or improve infrastructures you can in Maserati? Because bulk of your work concentration is here, owing to the number of users of vehicles, the roads, and the driver licenses and all of those. How the new plan talk about improving existing infrastructures here in the city or in Maserati?
So the existing infrastructure we have here in Maserati, that what we talk about modernization. So modernization and good governance. So we have the old form of let's say the manual and automated system working line in line. But trust me, we are working on a project to modernize our insurance policy, wherein when you obtain insurance, you don't have to come to the Ministry of Transport to have manual check and balance being done. System will speak to system through APIs, wherein the Ministry of Transport system has the ability to interface with the system at the various insurance company. So they meet at a particular point and exchange. Now the system that we have in Ministry of Transport speak directly to the LRA system, and the LRA system speak back to our system and communicate information to the banks. So in our vision with our strategic plan in modernization, modernizing our activities, we're going digital, and it will help to reduce waste and abuse.
Great. If you're just joining us, a kind reminder you're listening to the OK Conversation on OKFM 99.5. My name is Trokon Wrepue, and this afternoon we have with us the Deputy Minister for Administration and Insurance at the Ministry of Transport, Mr. Ajiba S. Abound. He's accompanied by one of the top staff there, Madam Marvelyn Cummins. That's her name, right? Yeah, that's her name. I don't want to be held in contempt. So we are talking about transport-related issue. They are launching a 5-year strategic plan. We thought to have them here to do a highlight since that plan will be launched on Friday, and we will not have the time to hear what's contained in that plan. Let's on the overall talk about the program again. The Vice President will be in attendance. You talk about other dignitaries being there. Right after that program, you are back to the Ministry of Transport on Monday. What do we expect after Friday? Fresh Monday morning, you are at Transport.
So we have made it our priority to have all of our, should I say, our frontline lieutenants in attendance for the launch. So the launch of this strategic plan and those who we wholly and solely depend on for the implementation are those directors that have all of our divisions under their supervision. So each and every division in the Ministry of Transport has the responsibility to implement their component in the strategic plan. So as of Monday, all hands on deck to see the full implementation of the strategic plan.
You want to say something?
Yeah, and one of the thing is, all of the directors, they were impactful. They made their inputs. The strategic plan, the way we set it up, we started from the bottom to the top. So we took into consideration all of our line managers, all of the functions. We didn't stay up there and say, look, we know it all. Ministers can fix it from here. They don't need the directors, and the directors don't need the employees. But we started from the ground up, and it's inclusive of all of us at the Ministry of Transport, just to say that. So nobody can say, oh, we know it more than those people down there. So everybody brought their input. All directors were asked to go and liaise with the people to have their input in what they want to see the new Ministry of Transport look like, that Liberians can be proud of them. So
Did we also take into consideration these road users? I mean, yeah. Let's just say something about that as to whether we take into consideration the people who use the road. Because if we make some plan that does not favor them, we will have, issue in the end.
So you see, the old way we have been thinking about Ministry of Transport still continue. So the question directly tells me that people only see Ministry of Transport to be the road ministry. But we got other modes of transportation that we take into consideration. So we got the
But your heaviest load is people who are using the road.
yeah. So also another attractive area too is the
air.
aviation sector.
I know.
So I was with I led the delegation to Canada for the International Aviation Organization annual or the 42nd sitting. So basically, we're looking at those safety rule and measure for our air passengers. And trust me, there are more we get out of the aviation and another safe means of transportation. When we develop the sector, we have domestic flight. By means of aviation, you can have goods being transported from one point to another in a cheap and safe manner. So all modes of transportation have been taken into consideration. But with respect to, or directly to address the question that you asked about those road users, so we have the kind of participatory conversation with all of our stakeholders. We bring them on the table. We use the bottom to top approach, and you can see that the Liberia National Police, through our road safety secretariat and our implementing partner, we got road signs all across the country being planted. And we're not stopping there. We have created a billboard that will educate our people on the roadside. Years to years, we only have seasonal red lights, but we are developing red lights now. We have CCTV. We have a control room wherein the controller will see what everything that is taking place on the traffic. So with our plan, there are a whole lot that we intend to achieve that will bring safety to our people. And trust me on this, the Ministry of Transport will take into consideration all sector feasibility study have been done for our waterway transportation. We are intending to expand our rail. Our rail is being considered a multi-user rail, but for only transportation of goods.
Minerals, yeah.
But we want to modify the rule and make it another means of transportation. Yeah,
you're gonna be in job hour.
Yeah. So they play inculcate a whole lot.
Train ride is very sweet as well. I hope Pleasant will ride train one day. But you can call us on our numbers and see if you have questions for the folks in here. They're launching what the ministry calls strategic plan that runs from 2025 to 2029. That program takes place at the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex in Concord Town, where they're building that new overhead bridge. They dig all that area. Anyway, let's lead that one. Hello?
Hey, Trokon, how are you?
I'm fine. Let's hear you.
Oh, man, for my voice, man. I'm Ashley Conan. I went on the word. I'm Ashley Conan call from New Jersey.
What do you have in your voice?
But Trokon, yeah, talking about me. My man, I don't know
Oh,
what happened.
you're not choosing a hard Ghana. Is it that cool?
Man, one
don't speak Basel, man. Go ahead.
My man, Trokon, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you for your studio guest, man. But Trokon, two things quickly.
Yeah.
Two things quickly. Trokon, listen to your studio guest pertaining about the sound that the place up there, which is a big boom, electrical big boom. That's a good thing, but Trokon, one thing I see is that, like personal project, because I don't know why they got to place a personal photo within that particular thing. I don't know why they have to do so.
How is it embarrassing you? How is it embarrassing when President photo is there?
Why you have to do? Which other country you can see they kind of thing that they will play?
I don't know. I've not gone to any country before. You go to any country where they ain't get it.
The minister in studio, they didn't tell before. They say,
nobody.
Country they can play. But Trokon, they say, I'll reach here.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so kindly. Let's talk to the other person. Hello. Yeah, let's hear you. Lower the volume of the receiver.
Afternoon, Trokon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say thank you for thank you to the studio guests. First of all, I would like to appreciate studio guests for bringing sense to the discourse. But I would like to point out some disagreement.
What do you disagree with?
The studio guest just contradicted herself by saying, when it comes to the vehicle and traffic law.
Yeah. Ain't there about law in there?
No, she said something. She said the insurance business.
Yeah.
She said the third party cover only the driver.
No, that's not what she said. She didn't say the third party cover only the driver. I still remember what she said. No, but when you making mistake, when you say something, I gotta talk inside. Don't say listen to me.
Hello, Trokon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she said a brand new vehicle is the only one that will be allowed, to be covered for the entire insurance.
No, that's not what she said. Listen, they will restate. I mean, what they said, yeah. So you can understand it.
So what I go? Hello.
Okay, let's hold you there. She will restate that, but I don't think that is what she said. Hello. Yeah, let's hear you.
Good evening to your studio guest.
You see why it was important for her to make clarity on that thing. Go ahead.
Concerning the insurance, I want to ask them, if you insure your vehicle and you haven't involved yourself into an accident, what is the discount that the insurance company has for you as an user?
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Hello? Hello, you there? Okay. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, let's hear you, please.
I am Jensen Pugh and I come from Real Life.
Jensen.
With all these farm plans that they have made, how will employment be like with the transport ministry? Thank you.
Employment?
Yes, how are they going to employ Liberians?
I think they will employ some people because they want decentralized. When they send me low fast, I'll be happy. Hello?
Yes.
Let's hear you. Yes, go ahead, your life.
Yes, this is the entire person to mobile. I'm joining the conversation from WhatsApp. And the message, good evening to the minister, the building minister, and my own church system. It's about information. I have few concerns that thank God the transport ministry is having their 5-year strategic plan. But I want to know the LTM concession agreement that the president again before.
I don't. That one is not part of this entire conversation. Please, let's don't entangle them into that. When LTM business reach, we'll call them. Yeah. Now we're having a whole different conversation about their strategic plan.
Hello?
Go ahead now. Others have to talk.
Yeah, the issue of insurance, we are insured, we are people over whether we insure. But then the police will be telling us that with all the insurance regulations and parking when there's accident, they are going through probably next day or even inviting the insurance. They don't want to hear from the insurance, but they're telling you the people who know to understand the cost. They are inviting where are the also to have the third party insurance too. So
Okay.
how can they take that particular issue?
Thank you. We'll take the very last person. Hello.
Trokon. Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Peter, that's my name, and I call you from Johnsonville.
Go ahead, Peter.
Trokon, I listen to your guest. On the issue of third party, like for example, I have my vehicle, new vehicle, and then suddenly I have accident, and then people within our vehicle maybe got injured, and the driver himself. So are they telling us that they will only take care of these people who will be injured and the driver, and what about the vehicle that will be damaged?
Okay. Let's talk to at least one more person, then they can respond, and then they will have the parting comments. Hello?
Good evening, Trokon.
Yeah?
Again, my name is Mohamed Samunubaro. This time I'm phoning from Kinkaro.
Go ahead.
Thank you for your show on discussion. I appreciate your studio guests. But basically, I want to appreciate them for together the entire system because we observe that in the manual system, there's a lot of corruption, but in my mind, if it does in the system, it will be a lot of transparency and also accountability. I mean, I appreciate it and based on that. But my issue has to do with the LTM, the Liberal Transport Management, and that of the Transport Ministry.
Nah, we are not talking that one. We found time to have them back here to talk about LTM Wahala. Let's go back to them to respond to some of your concerns. You see why it was important to not just announce your position, especially with insurance and tax, and to do a bit of education. So a lot of questions there. Let's have them addressed, and we can talk later about the program before we let you go.
So, thank you, our distinguished callers.
You need to find time to pay some money and can't talk about the insurance.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Understand.
So,
yeah.
So I had one meeting today with our insurance company, and we told them that they need to do more sensitization and awareness when it comes to insurance. So, let me say thank you to Mohammed for the recognition of our system and digitized and with the kind of modernization we bring to the table. Now, Mr. Moluba was concerned about insurance issue that is emanating from police, insurance company, and the policyholder. If there's any issue that has to do with the policyholder and an individual, if you cannot get redress, come to we, the regulator, Ministry of Transport. They got the insurance division. Once you get the insurance division, automatically the insurance division has the responsibility to make all and any intervention that is necessary.
Okay.
So, one caller did not call his name. He talked about the third-party insurance. And the third-party insurance, it is what you hit against becomes a third party.
Okay.
Now, under the third-party arrangement, vehicle, transport vehicle, when they go for insurance coverage, they are treated separately from the private car. Those who they refer to as third party, the passengers that you have in the car, they are considered third party. Unlike the private vehicle, those who sit in the car, they are not third party. But for commercial vehicle, the passenger and those who are hitting against, they are considered third party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's the clarity. The issue that has to do with the comprehensive, it is individual.
I think that is what I call it.
It is individual.
Yeah. About the
once your financial capability, because government took into consideration affordability when they came up with the third-party insurance scheme. So once you can afford comprehensive insurance, but the minimum requirement is to have the third-party insurance on your vehicle.
Okay.
So it is not limited to only third-party. You want comprehensive, you can get a comprehensive on your
So
vehicle.
you're hearing it, you were asked if you want comprehensive, you get the money, go there, they will get rid of you. You get some money, but you not get money, don't go there.
So Johnson Pierre spoke about employment. So that one of the advantage of the decentralization program, the decentralization program is actually taking into consideration creating jobs in a various county for our people.
Okay.
So the decentralization will not be taking people from Monrovia to go to the county, but we'll do our recruitment right in the county, train people from the county to work in the county.
Yeah, that's good.
So these are means by which government will be empowering the locals with the services and creating jobs for our people.
Okay. You want to add up, madam, before we...
Yeah, on the issue, somebody asked a question, what happens if I insure my vehicle for a whole year and I don't get involved into an accident? The insurance company, they just told us today, like Minister said, they should also come out here and do a lot of publicity because they're benefiting more.
Yeah.
They should come out here. So you will get 10% of the money you pay to insure your vehicle for that year.
Whole year, if you
the
don't
next
cause
year,
problem
if you
for
cause no problem, the next year you will get
discount.
10% discount.
So I can go there and say...
They will already know because you're a policy holder with them.
Okay.
So they will know automatically that John Brown did not call us for any incident. So
no
he's
complaint.
automatically entitled to a 10% discount.
Okay.
Then the last one, to everybody that concerned, the only thing we have to say to you all, the Ministry of Transport is open for business. We are there registering vehicles and doing our normal work. We know about all the other things. So y'all come there and then you all will be served. Thank you. We have our customer service desk right there.
Thank
Go
you,
there
guys.
and they
Thank
will
you,
help
Minister.
all.
Thank you, madam, for coming. Wish you all of the best.
Thank you so much. It is our appreciation and our big thank you go to Minister Salif Raf Tyler for affording us the opportunity to represent the ministry. Thank you.
Great. My name is Trokon. We take a break. Up next will be the folks for Unity Party. They pay for an hour. They're supposed to be here to talk about their program coming up at on Saturday, on the 6th. Yeah, they should be having a fundraising program for the party headquarters, and we'll have them for an hour here.
Your favorite RLJ Kendeja Resort and Villas is new and improved with top-notch first-class services guaranteed to make you feel pampered and special as our royal guests. Ideally located on the RI Highway, a few minutes drive from the rehab junction, right in front of the Atlantic Ocean, you are assured of a peaceful, serene atmosphere of a home away from home. The ingredients for our Liberian meals are freshly picked from our garden to give you that unforgettable taste of Liberian cuisine. Our villas are designed and equipped to ensure every night spent with us is a memorable one. We are well positioned to host conferences and seminars of all sizes, as well as outdoor events like garden weddings and parties. Book your upcoming events and leave the rest for us to handle with 100% satisfaction guarantee. You can reach us on 0770-533-415 or email us at reservations@kendejaresort.com.lr. Visit our website on www.rljkendejaresort.com.lr. RLJ Kendeja Resort and Villas, for memories worth repeating.
Liberia, get ready. The Ministry of Transport is stepping into a new era of progress. On Friday, December 5, the Ministry of Transport will officially launch its 5-year strategic plan at the Ellen Johnson Salif Ministerial Complex in Congo Town.
The launch will be graced by the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, Honorable Jeremiah Karakun, and will highlight the transformation of land, water, rail, and air transport across our nation.
This bold strategy outlines policies and developments that will drive Liberia's transport sector forward, safe, modern, and accessible for all.
Join government officials, members of the diplomatic corps, and partners from across Liberia as together we shape the future of transportation.
The Ministry of Transport, moving Liberia forward.
Together. My people, hello. My name is Dr. Catherine Thomas Cooper. I'm the Chief Medical Officer of Liberia. I got good news for everyone. The government and the partners last year started to give malaria vaccine in 6 counties in Liberia in the southeast. We are now ready to carry the vaccine to the remaining 9 counties. My people, the malaria vaccine will be given to children from 5 months all the way up to 2 years. Our children will take the vaccine 4 different times to help reduce malaria from catching them fast and for them not to get sick with malaria. The vaccine is safe, available, and free. No paying money for it. So let us carry our children to the clinic or the hospital for the malaria vaccine. When we carry our children to the clinic or hospital, the doctor people will tell you more about the malaria vaccine. My people, even when your children taking the malaria vaccine, we must always make sure that they sleep under the mosquito net everywhere and every night. Let us also remind you that when our children are taken to the clinic, we must make sure that we carry our baby vaccine card. Carry your 5-month-old children and your children less than 2 years old to the clinic or the hospital for malaria vaccine. The vaccine is safe, available, and free. No paying money. This is a message from the Ministry of Health and her partner.
together we can have a healthy family and have a healthy life and be very happy. At home, let's follow the daughters Evans. This is the only way we can make it better for us in our family, in our country. Our health, our life is in our hands to make it better. Let's work together.
I become a person from my happiness.
Is your car sick? Is your car having engine problem, wheel alignment, or air conditioning problems? Then, here's your solution. Here's the medication for your car. Automed's Garage on Girder Street, opposite the Old General Ministry, is the right clinic for all your cars. With our local and international professional mechanic, we get your car back in good shape. Automed's Garage. We have a multi-spray booth that leaves your car sparkling, or Car Care Center, CCC, that takes care of your car interior and exterior. We get your car the modern rims and doors handle. Let's just say we pimp your ride. Make your car look modern at Automed's Garage on Girder Street. We have a professional tire center that change your tire in no time. With our state-of-the-art diagnosing machine, we know exactly what's wrong with your car. No guessing. Our tow service is one of its kind. Tow your car for a reasonable amount if we won't fix your car. And for free if Automeds will service your car. Our prices are unbeatable and our customer service is outstanding. So whatever your cars need, call Automeds Garage on Girder Street, opposite the Old General Ministry, on 0555-535-307 or 0777-884-077. Automeds Garage. We care for your cars.
I become a person from my happiness.
Oh, so we're gonna get our air bridge now?
But you know you have about the solar farm and the new government school.
Wow, you did that by the right as well.
Yeah, oh man, everything check getting stable. And development I swear that.
I'm a hot place and they getting hurt. But we had to bury it. But now not the rate I'm 170. Crack a step in the story. Quick cuckoo changes. Who can perform the puppy? See us shining over. You can see the soda fuck. But I wonder, the place used to be back. That I'm small. When everyone got. See your dancing where they had you. Yo, you're gonna talk. I was sick.
Hello, Paul.
Hi, Nangbe.
My man, you look kind of worried. What's the problem?
I am seriously looking for a reliable insurance company to insure my car. Also, my brother wants medical and life insurance for him and his family.
Oh, wow. But then your worries are over.
Tell me something, man.
The National Insurance Corporation of Liberia, NACO, the state-owned insurance, is here to solve all your insurance needs. From homes to businesses, NACO Property Insurance gives you peace of mind.
And that's what I need right now.
Go to NICO for your public liability insurance, bond insurance, marine insurance, fire insurance, and many more. Also, when it comes to claim settlement, NICO shows up on time and every time.
Wow, that's great news for me. So where can I find NICO?
NICO is located on the 3rd floor at MP House in Congo Town, opposite Cinco Palace Hotel. Call them now on 0777 964 265. 0770 888 800 or 0777 514 880. You can also inbox NICO Facebook page and they will be ready to get you covered.
Let me call my brother first to give him the good news.
NICO, an insurance partner you can trust.
Thank you. Welcome back to the second and final segment of the conversation for today on OKFM here 99.5. Like I said, the Unity Party folks have joined us in the studios, and on Saturday they're having a very, what they call a very big party. Fundraising get-together here in Montserrat County, and they've paid to be here to explain exactly what is it we are going to be expecting. Let's welcome them so you'll be able to recognize them by the faces and the name. Starting with you, sir.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Party position, government position.
Thank you. My name is Wesley D.M. Yanato. I'm the Assistant National Secretary General for the Evergreen Unity Party. And I'm here in the capacity, a member of the media team for the upcoming December 6th fundraiser and the homecoming program.
Yeah, so thank you, Trokon. Good to be on the OK FM this afternoon. My name is Lassana P. Fofana. I am the National Assistant Secretary General for Press, Publicity, and Outreach. I co-chair the December 6th fundraising and fundraising and mobilization committee. I co-chair the media aspect of it, and our boss is Mo Ali. We're going to be here to have conversation around the December 6th.
First of all, why December 6th? What are you doing? Anybody can pick up.
All right, so basically, once again, I'd like to extend a very heartfelt and appreciation to the leadership of our party, beginning with the national chairman of our party, the National Executive Committee, but first and foremost, the steering committee chairperson, Senator Daba Vapla from Grand Kima County. So December 6th is a decision of our National Executive Committee following a very successful convention, 2022, coming to 2023, where we won an election. But the plan and vision of our party leaders has always been, and which was the mantra that drove the entire convention of this leader, coming down from the political leader, the first partisan, His Excellency, President Joseph Yuma Boakai, the second partisan, Honorable Jeremiah Pakwon, and the national chairman coming down. The mantra for everyone has been to secure a home for the Unity Party in the 6-year period of the administration from the party perspective.
Okay.
Whether or not the UP won the general election, but that was a decision taken way at the National Convention of 2022. So Fortunately for us, we are where we are. And then the executive have finally decided that we're going to have our fundraising rally. A day was set up. It could have been long before, but we push it a little bit to December 6th. So December 6th is a day set aside for this massive and official unveiling of the plan for the UP to secure a national headquarters.
Good. Let's welcome you, sir. Just introduce yourself.
Thank you, Trokon. I'm Wrepue Bryant. I'm the National Vice Chair for Membership Mobilization Recruitment of the Unity Party. But I'm sitting right in the seat today as the Subcommittee Chair on Mobilization Recruitment Transportation for the December 6th event.
Yes, I was asking a general question across why December 6th, what is the importance? And he began. So any of you can pick up from there to out of there, we'll go into the specifics.
Yeah, so the December 6th program is not an overnight thinking event. Laz has laid a foundation already where it all began. We started as far back as the Vanguard Convention. It is the thinking of anyone, whether you are a party person or not, but you as an individual will want to have a home one day. And so we as a political institution thought that it's important that we also have our own home. And so we drew that plan up at the end of the convention as one of the resolutions in 2022. And so December 6th is set aside to be able to raise the funds and also for all of our friends, all of our brothers, all of our partisans who level for whatever reasons, whether personal, whether political, whatever the case is, we are giving them the opportunity December 6th to also come so that all of us can reason and reconcile for the forward march of the Evergreen Unity Party.
So you're doing your national headquarters and local headquarters for the counties, simultaneously. How is that happening? Let's start with you, Walt.
Very, very simple. Very simple. I listen to my two good brothers, and let me just add to what they have said that who have been at December 6th anyway. Probably not the same date, but the party have made a decision that of the importance of the party obtaining a headquarters and having offices in the 15 counties, and not just that we focus on having the offices, but a way to bring back our partisans, open up for our partisans, rejuvenate our base. Since the elections, this is the first major event of the Unity Party where we're going to gather in our numbers. And I know you've been seeing on the social media in almost all the counties, there have been different events that have been organized by partisans, party leaders, well-wishers there, mobilizing, resources. So December 6th is just one of the blessed days of the Unity Party.
What are we going to expect? On December 6th, what exactly are you going to do? You just go to the party?
Major among the things that you're going to see is that a once renter is going to be announced as the landowner. One thing you're going to see too is that once a landlord going to be a good business partner. One of the things you're going to see is that different groupings of the party that since election have focused on supporting the party from different angles, going to turn out in their numbers. Another thing you're going to see is that party leaders and party stalwarts at different levels, that since election have been given opportunity to serve in government in different positions, whether appointed or elected, being employed, that have been focused on reshaping Liberia, will gather and sing out to the world that the once Unity Party you knew they stayed alive and kicking.
Great. Let's hear from you, Lasana. At that gathering, are you targeting a specific amount to say, yes, we want to raise $100 Liberian or $100 US, for example, and for the county, because what I understood from the initial stage is that you want the same kind of structures in other counties so that you have a uniformed party headquarters. The structure in Monrovia, the one in the counties will almost be the same. Not the same size, I want to believe so. Mm-hmm. What are you expecting in terms of revenue generation? What's the base or target?
All right, so as
for the national headquarters,
yes, as the entire envelope surrounding the fundraiser as was declared by the steering committee, we are looking between $2 to $3 million. That is the entire envelope for the entire fundraising. But we want to let the public know that this
2 to 3
exercise,
billion US dollars.
yes,
Okay.
yeah, that's the envelope. So we want the public to know that this exercise is going to be a continuing one. It's not just going to be December 6th and it is done. No. December 6th is just officially, that's the official declaration and the homecoming of our program. Like our vice, our chair have outlined. On that day, there's not just going to be, people come and put money together. No. You're going to be hearing speeches. There will be speeches that will be delivered by leaders of our party, the standard bearer of our party. Like my colleagues, Wesley said, it is also considered a homecoming event. At that event, all partisans stand, because the whole historicity surrounding homecoming is for people to come together to retrospect on the past, to look at the relationship and assess their past relationship, and look at what happened, what actually went wrong, and to be able to sit down and reconsolidate for the future. So we don't take it lightly at the Unity Party. It is so dear to our heart, welcoming old partisans and also new partisans, because it's also a membership fund drive. I will leave that because the head of the membership fund drive is here. He's going to lay out the basics, the steps. But these are just part of the activities that they're going to be singing. Obviously, when people reconcile, because remember, President Bouaka back in our struggle days, in our opposition days, President Bouaka rallied the party around reconciliation for rebuild a vibrant political party. So all of these people are coming together. We are coming together, so you expect that people you haven't seen for long coming back to the headquarters. It's going to be a day full of fun, excitement, joy, and I know you're going to be there with us that day, so you can join and you can see in physical manifestation.
Come in your OKFN jacket.
Come in your jacket, so you can see, experience the physical manifestation of what I'm saying. I mean, it's sounding like words now, but on that day, the poems and pageantry surrounding the entire day. Look, I cannot describe it all here, but it's going to be colorful.
Great.
Yeah, it's going to be colorful.
Let's come to Yanato, then we'll come back to, because he talked about membership. I mean, fund draft as well. So it means the program has different parts. Let's talk a little bit about. I know there were mobile money numbers placed on social media. People, anonymous contributors, and partisans who want to make contribution. How has that been going?
Oh, it's been going very well. So I think you've been seeing on the social media. Social media has been flooded with information of that kind. One of our very astute partisan Colonial Croix has been posting, updating all of us about the counties that are even leading in that and all of that. So yes, it's been going very well. People are making donations. All of us are contributing and making sure that, we all go for it. If our people have what saying, they say, put your mouth where your money is. So we can do the Unity Party business when we're not able to even contribute $1. So this is why we are encouraging all of the market women. If you have 100 LD, that's what you can contribute. For the fact that you even think that it is important to make contribution to the party is sufficient enough. Besides the living of all of us who are partisans who are privileged to have appointed positions and all of that, and other positions in government and even in the private sectors, those of us who have already been taxed with specific amounts.
That was my next question as to whether
yes,
we are taxed.
we are taxed, and you will be you will be
taxed based on your salary structures.
Yeah, some of it based on the salary structure, and some of it based on the party position. Yes, of course you will automatically. I mean,
yes, tax based on size.
Yeah, President Brian is also a high-profile government person, and at the same time a high-profile Unity Party leader. So automatically, you know that he will pay not less than $2,000 US. So if you come, if you put everything together, I will be. Yes, I will pay over 1,500. And do you know how the? But do you know how the contribution? Do you know how the contribution is?
No.
All of us, you see, so besides what we contribute to the party headquarters, we also contribute to our various countries of origin.
That's it. I want to have business.
Yes. So we contribute to our countries of origin. So that this is how tense it is. And we are very serious. This generation will go down in history. We will pay for our headquarters.
Why all of you waited to come to government for the whole party headquarters thing?
No, not necessarily that we. This is the reason why when we see people, on the social media and other,
that's
fora, exactly. Think about it to say, we are copycat. The Unity Party is the master of all plans. Of course, there is no doubt. Politically in this country, there is no political party, not even the Trokon party that have lost election and come back. The Unity Party did that. And several other things we have done. We can historicize them right now in this room here. But this is not what we're here for. We are not copycat. We planned very well. We went for the convention. We have resolutions. And I was just telling you, this is one of the resolutions that we are just implementing. So there will be several other implementations.
Public so we know that it was copied at that
convention. I feel some of the concerns we hear in the public. And when I hear some of the concerns, somebody wonder who's concerned about that.
Yes.
But if you take your time, when you take your time, nobody is a spokesman for Liberians here. Somebody go and say something that doesn't make sufficient sense and say I speak for Liberians. No. Yeah, so here's it. If I were living in a house and renting as a jobless man, struggling for my rent, and I got a job and decided to buy the land, somebody say, why now? Doesn't that story explain itself to you? Why now? What you want to hear from me?
People are concerned about your proximity with, state resources.
Then you have to. So the fact I'm working with, the fact I'm working with a bank, the fact I found a job with a bank, and I decided to leave the rental house and buy the land, and then start paying my Congo on that land. Yeah. Someone assume that it is the bank's money.
But the bank isn't that your lifestyle.
Very good. The Liberian people are not. No.
They're asking you how.
Not Liberian people asking me. They don't have spokesman. I just told you.
But everybody in
the people who are asking, very good. So if you are concerned about it, we are here now. You ask.
Yeah.
And people who follow OKF and get the information. But that's what I'm saying.
A lot of comments on social media.
Those are how
you getting the funding. That's what I'm
asking. So just explain to you. Mm-hmm. Some of us, and people have to, and I know some of you in the media might know it, but you have to try to play the devil advocate for your audience. That when the Unity Party left the Concord area and moved on Broad Street, we had similar rally to renovate and pay the rent for Broad Street.
Yeah.
The discussion to buy a land have been a discussion that we've been having for more than 3 years ago.
Okay.
Our partisans are emotionally attached to that Concord Town land. I was privileged to have served on a committee to search for land. We have to have series of conversation with the McLeans to allow us buy the land. The McLean themselves took an emotional, I want to say this one, because they are also attached to that too. They took a decision, in-depth family consultation decision, for us to have getting that place. Now, how can we go to raise the money? And I like the point made by Comrade Lars. The December 6th program is the launch, the day that we're going to launch. It is not the end of raising money. In fact, there's no deadline for raising money for a party or making contribution to the party. So the apps you've been seeing, mobile money apps and accounts you've been seeing, people are not paying their dues, people give a contribution to the program, and we are divided into the countries. How many you want to know what we're Brian paying?
Yeah, I wonder.
Oh, but you obviously going to know.
Your partisans want to know.
You obviously know that Wrepue Brian serve in this whole process.
I don't know how much you pay.
Different capacities.
I don't know how much you pay. If you want to let it out, your participants.
No, we'll let them know there. At the program, we'll let them know there. Because Wesley just got it right. You pay as an official government. Once you are a partisan, and you are an official government, you have a certain percentage to pay.
Yeah, okay.
Then those are all who are also an official of the party who also have some amount to pay. Then our countries of origin. So you see some people paying 2 funds, some people paying 3 funds. But we're going to get it. But let me tell you something about mobilization.
Yeah, let's talk about the membership
fund draft. Yeah. On that day, Unity Party is going to be the first political party in this digital world to have a database of our partisans. On that day, there are going to be over 40 young people with their phones with apps being installed on it. Where partisans that will go there will get all their data in that. A year or half from now, I could just sit for you here and tell you how many partisans we got in this place, how many partisans we got.
If all of them will still be active.
Because the effectiveness of it, one thing about us in Unity Party, we're very optimistic. We think about it. Although we know that there are risk challenge with some of the things we do as human beings, but we focus on the bigger picture. So we're going to have that one on board. We're also going to have over 5 ID card stations. New partisans going to go and obtain the ID cards. Those who have misplaced the ID card will be given a chance to obtain the new ID card. So it's going to be good fun that day. You don't have to come there as Wrepue Brian's friend. You can come there as OKF reporter, just get your jacket on and see what's going to happen there.
Okay, if you're just joining us, a kind reminder you're listening to the conversation. 3 distinguished leaders of the Rudy Unity Party are in our studios. They are talking about the upcoming December 6th program on Saturday, and according to them, a lot of things will be happening. Membership fund drive, they're going to be raising, they're going to launch the fundraiser for the party headquarters construction in Monrovia and all of the counties. Let's go to the county and see how the people are reacting. I know all of you here will get feedback from your various counties. Noah Saoke saying you don't part of the show, stop calling. We know all of you here will get different feedback from your counties, and the fact that you are on the leadership committee, you will also have feedback from the counties. How are the county structures, by the way? How are they preparing? Are you going to be bringing people from the county to Monrovia? We saw you issued a statement that people should detach state resources and vehicles and logistics out of what the party is doing. If you're bringing people to town, how are you going to get them here? The NTA has quite clearly said you are not going to rent any of the buses, and we did not see any of them there.
And that's why, the partisans, our partisans never get tired. They never get tired giving us all the needed support. I mean, a governing party is announcing that no member of the governing party that is using government to use government vehicles, to the extent that even the one you're supposed to pay for. Because there's nothing that non-political, there's nothing about a political neutrality at MTA that political party can rent. But we are saying as a government, as a ruling party, based on our principle, we would not rent the NTA buses. Part of our strategy is to mobilize our people.
Why if you rent and pay some money to the NTA?
No, we are asking NTA not to even give it to us if we went there. There are a lot of buses. Let's support the private sector. Yes, there are a lot of buses owned by some of our citizens around here. Okay. Let's try to promote them. We're not going to get buses of people coming from Bond County, from Maryland, no. But we're going to have a delegation from the counties to escort their part of resources. As you may be aware, there have been fundraising activities going on in all the counties. How many persons will come from the county? I can tell. Their population could tell. They are waiting there to come with their money could tell. Probably could have a good sum of money and say they kind of money will get 100 million carry. We'll get 1,000 to carry them because the money too heavy. We can control that one day. So that's going to be something that we just can control.
Yeah. So I want to add on to the vice chair. So Trokon, sometimes you wonder what kind of party is the Unity Party, and it was good that you said. And you brought up the point, and we are very serious about that. The party is serious. The leadership of the party is very serious. We are calling on all partisans, of the UP that are currently and has or have government vehicles or other government assets to clearly on that day to clearly keep those assets away from our rallies or from the party headquarters.
What's about the president and the vice president?
The president and the vice president, they are not covered or prohibited. They are not prohibited.
Your statement did not say that.
No, we did.
In a statement?
Yes. Elected officials because they are not covered by the Yes. We did.
Yes. So this is what's going to be happening, and the party is very serious about that. We hope that all of our government officials have already read the circulars because we expect them to, but there is no exception because it is often said, ignorant to the rules, there should be no exception. And with the feedback so far from the counties, I think we are so much excited with the feedback coming in. The county rallies have started. We monitor over the last weekend. Schools of counties have already have their various rallies. Some of them even went on to publish on the various social media because right now, because of the digital world we live in, it's almost like we all are in a global village. As a matter of fact, you will be doing something here, somebody already way in Asia already know. So these updates are there, and as we are rolling up through the week, other counties are coming up. Like tomorrow, Bomi, Grand Kima County, they all are having these rallies. And the vice chair said it. We are not controlling, or as a party, we are not taking partisans from the county to join us as a way of mobilization. No. More besides, on that day is basically not about testing political strength in terms of membership. No. Because everybody know here in this country the size of the UP membership. We have won election, we won election. So it's not about a membership contestation. And another thing about the circular for the NTA that the party did, that it was deliberate. And that is because we care so much about the private sector. Those of our partisans and citizens who operate. There are many bosses here. There are people who got private bosses because we feel for them. Like it looked like a new, but that's the right thing we think. But our party policy and our party vision to ensure that that morning, that day should not be eaten by the government, but should go back to these ordinary policies. And the reason, one of the reasons is we are empowering them so they also can come back and give to the party. So that the debate, you did not give all the contract and you want us to pay. So this is an incentive. So as a party, we are the first to give the ordinary partisans. And how we do that is by ensuring that we don't use anything from the government angle in terms of buses to bring our people. We're going to use the private people, the ordinary people who have registered with government and they are paying taxes. As a party, we're going to empower them by making sure that we rent the buses from them.
So in addition to that, we also have buses and in and around Wrepue at major pickup points. Tomorrow, the party will do an official release on that one to inform our partisans and well-wishers and sympathizers on the major pickup points.
What's about the party official paraphernalia? How are your people supposed to dress? Are people getting their regalia and so on?
So right now, if you went at the party headquarters on Broad Street, even the new one in Congotan and the one in the Commercial Radio office, there are machines, there are partisans that are carrying on their printing, their t-shirts for printing. Some are different printing presses. If you walk around Wrepue, you see the partisans printing. Some going to wear their party material. Some have their party material already installed. They're going to wear. It's going to be a green day that day. And there's that point I always stress, and I like the point my comrades stress. That's why I make us a unity party. In the unity party, we know popularity cry with competition with anybody. In the unity party, we focus on the quality of the number than the quantity. So when you focus on quantity, then you got all the beginners just joining you. Somebody voting age, or you get the crowd. Once more the men, so how many when we voting turn already in the team now, they get hit straight. But we focus on the quality. So on that day, and this is something I shouldn't explain to you, probably for your listening audience. But you know what we can or what we do as unity party. You know that Trokon. You know that very well.
What do you know?
You know how we can come up. You know who told you? You see that the problem thing go on radio. That the problem people can be causing. You
know
cause all the problem about coming or when the program go far or when we driving around, we see your small they come on there that the thing. Stop it. Okay.
But when your party coming, I'm gonna be in the studio. What do I need? I won't sit on the replay.
Yes, we have to. Yes, I mean I have to. Once again, accentuate that point. All of your cameras should be mounted for the program and none for the huge crowd.
Yeah, you pay for the cameras.
Whether we bring whether crowd there or not, the December 6th program will be held. And all of us who are committed ourselves to paying the money will definitely make our country.
The last point before we talk to a few of your policies and other Liberians I'll call in, what do you all do with the Broad Street building? Are you buying it as well? Are you keeping it? Will you let it go? What's going to happen?
So decisions are made based on prevailing circumstances at the time. The condition at this time now is to obtain that place. And start construction there. The property on Broad Street, the relationship between the Unity Party and our Lekorin Liberia landlord is very cooperative, very solid and good.
Are you thinking about buying
the only thing we can say to you is the relationship with us and our landlord is okay.
Are you thinking about buying it?
No, what we can say for now is the decision, the relationship is okay.
So, Trokon, before you go to the land, I'd like to squeeze in this. About 2 weeks ago, we wake up to social media announcement of a young man who was announcing that on December 6th, nobody should say and ever. So we saw our friends from the other side or the tractors begin to run with it, telling them, oh, the UP people, they're stopping people from coming to going to their businesses to sell. They say everybody should close. You know, look, we have issued a circular or a release to also inform the public that the Unity Party respects the right of every individual, and that the December 6th program is a program on the basis or on the foundation of free participation. Yeah, okay. No one is compelled to come, or nobody is compelled to say stay home. It is your volition. It's a decision when you make. You think you want to be there, you can come. If you think you cannot be there, it's up to you, okay? So we want to again state on this platform, on the records, that it was the personal view of this young man, because these things happen everywhere when people excitement.
Member of your party?
Yeah, they are policy in the excitement. People express their excitement and joy so many ways, but that should not be misconstrued as an official statement of the Unity Party.
We just issued another release, calling on our partisans, officials, government officials who are in government offices not to divide or share party materials at the offices. We are encouraging them to do it at their homes and not in the offices. Where you gather partisans who are working in the ministry and you sharing t-shirt or even non-partisans, take them to your house and do it there. That we just did that release this evening.
Okay, let's talk to a few people very quickly. 6 o'clock is our news. Hello?
Good evening, Trokon.
Yeah, go ahead. Let me cut this stuff up so the guys can hear. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Trokon, my name is Kike S. Mato, and I'm too excited to hear the Unity Party.
The Unity Party, man?
Unity Party, man.
I see why you're excited.
Unity Party, man. Yeah, comrade, I appreciate the people for your brilliant deliberation. But I want to know, comrade, the program is coming December 6th. We are not hearing anything from what you just explained concerning t-shirt, transportation. I live District 2. So you are not talking anything because the t-shirt aspect, in our group chat room, I heard that we provide our own white t-shirt and carry to the headquarters. The headquarters maybe in District 2, Trokon to print it out. So it will be the only thing that the United Party.
Okay, we'll respond to that. Let's talk to somebody else. Hello?
Yeah, good evening, Trokon.
Let's hear you, Chief.
Yeah, my name is Progressive Jesus Smith. I do come from the 72nd belt.
Why you progressive on me? I need your man up again.
Yeah, I need that.
See trouble. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me commend the garden studio there for the building deliberation. On Saturday we're going to be there live. It's not live but live. We're going to do our normal tradition as UP people. But one thing I didn't get from the garden studio is the protocol. We're supposed to have a protocol.
They say the issue statement tomorrow for the protocol, so you will see the protocol. Thank you. Let's talk to Noah Gibson. Hello.
Yes, thank you very much.
You can't wait a bit now. You call my number today. You come to official. I'll give you the time for. Go ahead.
Yeah, Trokon, man, you left what you about. You know, when you call me, I will pick up.
Oh, but you can't call me, eh? Well, I'll call you.
No, Trokon.
Go ahead, tell me when we'll tell our one later.
I want to salute our astute comrades in there. They are all stalwart of the UP and headed by our vice chair for mobilization, Warwick Bryan, the current superintendent of Monserrato, and the assisting my two fellow assisting national secretary of the party. You know, they say, the thing is, Saturday, like Lasana Fofana was saying, we are not telling people stay home. We are not telling people confine yourself. But I can tell you, Saturday will be like a national holiday in Liberia. I can tell you this. We are not declaring it as a holiday, but the event itself will make it appear like Saturday will be a holiday, because the euphoria right now, as I'm speaking to you, come right here on the street, right in Jakarta. You know, this is when I was strong. In district number 2.
But I was stronghold, I saw people will be there.
No, besides that, let me say this. I just from the southeast, Nigeria County. I never been our stronghold. The 4 elections we participated.
I know the few people that saw us out in Grace Hill are all there.
No, there are not few people. The debate is changing there. I can tell you, you people were buying gasoline for 2,000. They're buying it 700 now, 730. Then you talk about a few people. The debate is changing. Saturday, we're asking our people to please come out in your numbers. It's a membership fund drive. It's a fundraising program to ensure that we construct our headquarters in our city and also show appreciation to President Blacker and VP Kun.
All right, let's hold you there, Mr. Official. Let's talk to Bobby Allison. You were for MPP. What face you got to fry in the people thing?
Hello?
You're on the radio.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I'll ask you, say you for MPP. What kind of fish you got to fry in UP or something?
Okay, let me go into the fish fry now. The oil is already in the fry.
The oil hard right now. Let me hear you.
It is hot. When Wesley and I remember 2017 for the Capitol building, we ran campaign for the current president. Okay. We were on community radio stations around here. At the time, I served as the spokesperson for the Starbucks at the Capitol building. However, I'm now the chairman for press and propaganda for Maryland County Committee for Pima Jury is heading that committee. Okay. And I serve as press and propaganda for that. We have started our outreach. Hopefully tomorrow will be in Newtown for the rally. Our people back home in Maryland County are doing the best that they can. For now to speak, we will be presenting our deed for the land that we purchased in Harper City, Maryland County, and other stuff.
You got a land now?
We have the land already. We have the deed. I will be presenting it.
But how are you doing the UP and the MPPT?
You will see it. Come, we're going to surprise you guys. You're going to see UP, MPP. You're going to see an trial. I don't want to break the ice, but you're going to see it. We got more than 25 to 30 men.
Okay.
And women. Just come with a camera and we're going to be the star attraction on that day for MPP Stroke Unity Party.
David Queen, let's hear you.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, Trokon. It's a pleasant good evening to the distinguished guests in studio, the leaders of our dear party, the UP. You know, as they spoke about the program, you know, the euphoria is very huge. Saturday will be out in fulfillment of the decision
of the Congress in 2022, and that's just it. Those around misinforming our people, creating lies that because the UP is in power is the reason why they now decide to construct part air colonies to go and rethink. And there's my disappointment with the media. As I followed the eloquent presentation by our leaders in studio, I got reminded that in this country, the media needs to go beyond the boundary. This information about UP's decision in 2022 is evident, but my frustration is the fact
Where is it?
to include you.
Where is that information?
Executives. Yeah.
Where is that information? That you told us you're going to pay party record in 2025.
I said 2022.
Yes, you made a decision in 2022. Where is the information? That's what I'm asking you. Did you give it to the media?
Didn't the media need to give it to you? You need to investigate.
Oh, my man.
This is about investigative journalism.
All right, thank you.
You covered the UP convention in 2022.
No, I didn't cover it. Don't tell us to man.
You need to be up to date with the information and
all right.
to provide needed information to the public.
Okay.
Then the misinformation that is being paraded by some folks in the very and members of the opposition.
Don't get first down. Let it be so. Sorry. Let's hear you. Go ahead. They investigated journalism, but I will be going up there when I be taking talking me for that. Go ahead. Yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah, I call from Little Penal Committee. My name is Sama. Let me say good evening to the brilliant Partisan Institute there with you. I admire your analysis that you gave this evening. And let me tell all the Partisan that December 6th, we are not going to allow anybody not to go to the operation on that day. You are free to go on your movement. Only thing we want to do is I want to lock our party down on December. Just like putting in the task.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening to Trokon. Good evening to my colleagues in studio.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Cooper Passaway. And I call to appreciate the folks in studio, those brilliant men from the Unity Party. I think the information provided for our policy is worth listening to because they want to know where buses will pick them from, where they will get t-shirts. The final information have been provided that if you have your white t-shirt, if your location are available, you can carry it there for printing, where buses will be parked on Saturday morning to get them to the headquarters. I think that information will be provided officially tomorrow. So the more we communicate with our people, the more our people get to know the activities on our day. Okay. And I want to appreciate the party for sending cars here to some of us who understand that government cars should not be used for political party activities.
I'll be watching out for you.
Who privileged to work in government? I normally don't use government cars during weekend. People that know me respect me for that.
When the woman says she find the nail with that dip break.
But you going in a place here.
Hey, my friend, I'm not saying you will use it. I said be watching out.
Thank you for the show.
Oh, see, I come here, green face, green shirt. Oh, no, what's up? Let's talk to at least one more president. Moses Moncala, let's hear you.
Thank you, my brother. Let me say good evening to our leaders in studio. This is my guy from Jacobstown. You know, firstly, let me appreciate our leaders. I think they have spoken very well in letting our partisans, supporters, and all of what we should know what we intend to do on December 6th. We are calling all of our partisans for us to kind of peacefully drive a homecoming. Let get our white t-shirts, little t-shirts be printed. Let God out there, let tell God, thank you for bringing us back to power. Let's celebrate, and let's celebrate. Thank you for the 40 minutes opportunity.
Thank you. The very last person, they will have at least 2 minutes each to conclude, then we can call it a day. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, let's hear you.
Yeah, Gloria John from New Jersey.
Let's hear you, ma'am.
Yeah, I mean, Saturday would be a morning day for me because this is the last thing I expected from the Unity Party.
It'll be morning?
It will be a morning day.
Why?
A morning day. People will be celebrating the power. Some people will be celebrating, some people will be crying. I will be crying.
Why are you crying?
A lot of things I expecting from this government. A lot. You need to go around the community and see people crying and dying from hunger, from sickness, everything.
Now where they dying from hunger?
Listen, when you drinking wine and laughing and playing, and not everybody drinking it. Some people even get water. It's too early for this. I think they should have waited.
Okay.
Honestly. I mean, I'm so surprised. I waited for this day so I'll be able to cough out. No. I didn't expect this.
All right. Which party do you support?
I don't support anybody. I'm a patriot and a nationalist.
All right,
for
man.
me, Liberia remains supreme.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Pony.
Trokon. Trokon, I want to thank you, man, for bringing some of Liberia brilliant astute.
Let me bring out the pay to come on the show. The pay to come. Let me bring out. I didn't even know that they were coming.
Breaking is the.
If I know they were coming from the studio now and the.
Trokon, you are interrupting. Breaking there is the understanding with management. and the guy has spoken well, Trokon. Absolutely well. And I just want to say to the lady who just left the land, Trokon, people have always died from hunger. I mean, maybe you want to heaven. There will always be challenges. And I think I haven't heard political church before. I heard political party. And I want to applaud this group. I mean, Unity Party is so reputable, came second 1997 to Tino, and they have all this long without a headquarters. There's no better time than now. Struggle, we can send you go and walk. There are a lot of things ongoing. Rectification is before the house. There are things ongoing, so you can't stay because. So when will Liberia be relief of job? When will Liberia be infrastructurally at the peak, academically at the peak, medically at the peak, before erecting headquarters?
Okay.
There's nothing absolutely wrong to it.
Thank you.
Answer to the guy. Congratulations, and we'll be there to do the launch.
Yes, let's take the last 5 minutes, guys, to wrap up. You listen to the calls. I mean, a lot of. Yeah, we can start. Anybody can start then.
Okay, thank you. So once again, this is Wesley D.M. Yanato Senior. I'm the Assistant National Secretary General for Institutional Advancement of the Unity Party. It's good to be here, as we indicated. On Saturday, December 6th, all of us will gather, and we will thank God, and we will raise money, and we will reconcile, and we'll receive new members. And those of us who ID cards expired, we will renew our membership by obtaining new ID cards. I'm sure an ID card will be $5 US. I'm sure it will be around just $1,000 Liberian dollars. So all of us will certainly gather on December 6th. I want to encourage all of you to come. We have a very big land space. What we have there is not a half lot. It's over 4 lots and a half. It can accommodate all of us that will be there. And we want to encourage all of you, while you're on your way, be very peaceful, be very calm. Don't be combative. Don't respond to any sidewalk talks and all of that. The Unity Party that is governing this country, just in 2 years, we are still counting, and our fingers and even toes have gone from the number we have counted. We're using our eyes and our ears and our nose to still count the number of developments that we have initiated just in the short years period of time. So, yes, the Liberian people will be okay by 2029. Thank you.
Let's hear you for Fana.
Yeah, so I'd like to conclude by saying that the journey of the Unity Party for a long-term political vibrancy, policy reform, infrastructure development, and membership fund drive has just begun. So we are going to be the first political party in the history of this country that are going to be having our own facility across the 15 political subdivisions. On December 6th, Trokon, one thing that's going to be happening, and I'd like to announce, and to those who are still in misbelief and want to term our exercise as whatever they can call it, every county on December 6th will be presenting the deed, a probated deeds. They're going to be presenting it to the leadership of the party.
Okay.
To tell, and if you have been following, it is a transparent processes that have been going on. You can see some of the facilities, how they are being acquired and turned over to the Unity Party process are transparent, very, very open. So we want to thank all of our callers, our colleagues who called to contribute the Noah, the Cooper passed away, the Morris, the David Quinn Nangbe, and the rest of them want to say thank you. And to all of you, the mobilization and the awareness continues.
Okay.
Let's continue to create more awareness. Let's encourage our people. If you are from a county, please check the various flyers that are going around. The numbers are there where you can make your contribution to those various numbers. Please do it.
Thank you.
If you do not have the means, join us on December 6th with your cash in your hand and present it at the event.
Mr. Brian?
So let me start with one of our very good friends who raised the issue about T-shirts. So because the program is a fundraising program, and the funds that will be raised that will be raised from that program is intended for the construction of our party headquarters. So the party doesn't see wisdom in buying too many party T-shirts, party caps, and how to distribute that. So what we invested in was to buy the machines that will print those T-shirts, and those machines are all stations. So coming from D2, they have a machine right, and you're privileged to live in D2 where the most of the office is. You can just move there and have your T-shirt printed. And you can get there. A policy could offer you a T-shirt. You know what we can do? You're there, part of my man. Go to that place and get your T-shirt. Transportation, there will be buses all around. And then another information I need to get quick is we have had conversation with the Ministry of Justice and the police. Security should not be a worry and involving meeting with our motorcyclists. So everything going to be calm that day. Homecoming. One of the best strategies in politics is when you take power, the sustainability of the power matters. The homecoming is important. Let me say to my good friend, listen. One of the easier way to introduce yourself as being unstable politically and not being focused is to say I'm a patriot and nationalist. That is one of the easier ways of being. The good thing, the reason why we're not wasting too much energy on our sister is she quoted the Bible. She said the Bible say some people will be happy, some people will be sad. So y'all be sad, that Bible principle. We can't argue with the Bible.
Thank you.
So you can be sad, yeah, man.
Thank you. Well, thank you,
Yeah, that
Brian,
Bible
Lasana
principle.
Fofana, and Wesley TM Yanato. Thank you. God willing, we are back on tomorrow with another edition of the show. My name is Trokon Wrepue. Thanks to Blessing Nimla and Abraham Khan will help live stream us on social media. Bye-bye.